Hot good good gracious, ash bodacious. How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Let me know if you can hear me. Congratulations, Batty Land, on another vacation. I'm glad you're having a good time this weekend. And anybody else out there that's getting it in with your family, God bless you guys and have a fantastic and a safe weekend. Give me 1 second over here. Come on, you guys. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Just want to make sure you guys know, yes, happy 4th of July weekend. Don't know how many of you guys have probably already started your festivities, but to the people that haven't, come on in, you guys. How you guys doing out there? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. It's time to get it in with our bottom line. Let's do our thing, y'all. Let's do our thing. I'm hoping everybody has a fantastic morning. Everybody good out there? Okay, thank you so much, Batty. All good. Just come on in and check in and let us know that I'm sounding good. And from there, you can go ahead and go back to your vacation, lucky lady. I don't know, just playing with you. What y'all doing? Chilling by the pool or you by the beach? What do you guys got planned for this weekend? Any barbecues going on? Let me know in the chat, you guys. I'm nosy that way. But I also want everybody to come on and get on in here. Come on, get on in here. We got to get those prayers in the air. I know you probably hear a little bit of that fan going on in the background. That's right, hustle and flow style, baby. Because like I said, it's hot in here. I'm not playing around about that at all. Good morning, Luigi, Mark Dorfman, Caitlin. How you doing? All right, Kayla, Jack. I see you, Miss Keisha, Mark, Gabriel, Mark Finley, Luigi, and everybody. Want to get these prayers in the air. That's how I'm gonna say what's up to you, saying it in a prayer. Want to pray for happiness? Let's see what time we got. Yep, we at the right time too. So let's go ahead and get those prayers in the air. I want to pray for love. I want to pray for happiness. I want to pray for safety when it comes down to this weekend. Everybody out there with their families, everybody get from point A to point B and also make it back home if you're traveling. I want to say, let's pray for your health. I'd like to pray for good times and good measures and great spirits out there. And for you guys to have one of the best weekends that you ever had in your lives, starting today. Also want to pray for everybody who's sick, who can't really make it out as well. Want to pray for your health. I want to pray for our family members as well as our animals. Who we praying for this morning, Miss Swanza? We're praying for Rebecca Lanya and Bueno. That's right. I see Miss Keisha's in the building as well as Jeffrey Spilker. Mark Dorfman, we're praying for Yolanda Simpson. Okay. Who else we got? Miss Swanza. I see you, Jack Welsh. Jim Harris. No, I'm sorry. Irma Harris. Okay. Yolanda. Okay. Who else we got in the building this morning? I see Luigi. My brother's in the building. Miss Keisha. Okay, Yolanda. Got to pray for you as well, Miss Keisha. Jack Welsh. Okay, Jonathan. Okay, now we're going to get into some freestyles. We got to do Sam Champion. Can't forget about Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilker, Colessive. Can't forget about Angels Among Us, Winter Rising, Teddy, Terry, Jeffrey. Can't forget about Justin, Jordan. Can't forget about also Littlefoots, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy, Rebecca Long Yen Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. And all you guys. All right, I didn't even know that you guys was here, but I said it anyway. And how we going to do it? Do we got some more time? Yeah, we got a little more time. Okay, who else we going to put up in here? Can't forget about Vincenta. That one right there has been moving in a lot, doing this thing. Did I say Littlefoots? Just want to make sure. And everybody else, amen. That's right, you guys. It's time to get this show started. It's time to do what we do. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Who we got over here? Okay, that's time. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Do, wind it up. We wind it up because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. I think it's 6 o'clock here. That's right, you guys. Happy 4th of July. Let's get it. Come on, let's start the show. They ready to go? Okay. Olay. Don't play. Now you know what we got to do, and we've been working out. That's right. So we got to open that jacket before we open up those pores. It's time to open up those pores. Let that cool breeze in. We gotta open up those. It's Friday the second. It's Friday the third, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. Said I'm your host Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that, where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and that. Just got me lit. How everybody doing today? That's right, you guys. One more day before the festivities. That's right, you guys. I know a lot of people are already starting off, still traveling, probably out there on the road, already in the mix of your holiday. I want to say thank you for coming through, giving us some time for your morning, because I know you could have been sitting by the pool, sitting by the beach, or just doing your thing, hanging out with your family. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your life, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. But again, I'm so happy that you guys chose a little bit of time to carve out to come here to see our bottom line. What do we have lined up for you guys today? Trending topics, current events, and much, much more. And without any further ado, what I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Also, I love to see those flags waving in the air. It gives me a mental about, you know what, I did see that flag. Maybe we can go to Australia and find something over there. Yeah, that's what it actually does. Also, just want to know where you guys are chiming in from. And we're still on that pursuit to find out not even the milk anymore. Remember, we're going for the price of eggs, you guys. What is a dozen of eggs costing you in your state or your city? You guys let me know. Put the price and put the state. This way we can chime on. You can do that all throughout the show. We have no problem with that, because that's what we're concentrating on over here. What's going on with this price gouging? You know what I'm talking about, right? The way the gas goes up and down. I'm sorry, the oil prices goes up and down, but the gas stays the same and keeps on rising. Sometimes it goes down, but the food prices, they never go down. Let's keep on moving forward, because you guys, because you know what time it is, right? Like I said, stay on topic, stay on point. Do me a favor and let's keep it moving. Now let's go into let's get into these titles. It's time to move forward, you guys, because why Trump doesn't agree with Supreme Court on the birthright citizenship. Why? Because basically it's trying to say, let's put it out there plainly. If you're born in the United States, you're an American citizen. Trump administration was going against that. Well, we have some comments coming directly in from the president. We're going to see what he has to say. Let's keep on moving forward, because also up in these headings this morning, we have, what is MK Ultra? I'm not talking about MC Ultra. I said MK Ultra. And why is Congress shining a light on the mind control D-Rug? Oh, we going there today, you guys. I told you, once we come back, we came back with authority. We're going to be doing all types of real stuff again, all over again, the way that we started off. Let's keep on moving forward, because last but not least, how did authorities bring Gacy, the giraffe, back home? You got, I'm sorry, Gracie. How did the authorities bring Gracie, the giraffe, back home? Well, if you really want to say it, her home should be in Africa, but they found her and they brought her back to the sanctuary, which they call the sanctuary inside of Texas. And we're going to bring you guys up on that too. So yes, it's Friday, you guys. One more day before fireworks, festivities, the official 250th birthday and the anniversary of our country. Also, you guys, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. You know what time it is? Get your water, your tea, and your 55 coffee house. Also, you guys, you see how we mixing it up today. Just to let you know, we're practicing what we preach. We got one regular water, and yes, we also have the garlic water. One thing I noticed about this as I started to do it, the longer you have the water in there, the more potent it gets. Let's keep going, you guys. Woo! And it takes your breath to funky town. It's time to get it in, you guys. Let's go. Let's see what we got up here. Let's go ahead and break in our first clip over here. Let's go see what we got going on, which is going to be President Trump speaking about, Supreme Court mail-in ballots ruling, detrimental, and a couple of other things. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy holiday. Happy
regards to the mail-in ballots, and what comes next for the SAVE Act after today's ruling?
Well, because of the mail-in ballot ruling, which was a little bit surprising, gives people more time to vote illegally, let's say. But the SAVE Act is even more important, and that's the right. You have to be a citizen of our country. Okay, you have to show you're a citizen of our country, called citizenship. Voter ID by photo voter ID, and no mail-in ballots unless you're in the military, disabled, you're ill,
Kendra, Mark,
even on a vacation.
Sarah,
Very
Sam.
good about it. It's pretty easy. And we'll have honest elections, but the ruling, which a lot of people were waiting for, that was a ruling that was, I think it was very detrimental to honest elections. But it is what it is. Basically, they're keeping it a little bit the way it is now. There's a little bit of a restriction on this.
Parliamentarian.
And then you have the very important one, the Slaughter case, which we'll talk about if you ask that question. But the parliamentarian, what were you asking about?
Yeah, have you talked with Thune about?
I don't know. I can't imagine why you keep a woman that was put there by Harry Reid and Barack Hussein Obama. I cannot understand it. The leader has the right to fire the person at will and put somebody else there. That would be, because we get so many negative rulings from her, the parliamentarian. She's been there for years, and she was put there by Harry Reid and Barack Hussein Obama. Harry Reid was a bad guy, and he was the leader, and he put her. And the speaker has the right to immediately fire her and put somebody else there. And it's not even believable that she's still there. She's obviously a good politician or something.
Mr. President, on this water case.
102 degrees in Atlanta.
Fire the heads of independent agencies. Should we expect more firings as a result of this
I
ruling?
don't think so. It gives me the right, and not me, it gives a president the right to do what the president should have the right to do. And it's very interesting. It's a big ruling. It's been going on for almost 100 years. They've been working on this, and you know that it comes down at my term is a very great honor. But it bestows additional powers, or maybe the same power on the president. The president has the right to do this, and that has to do with a lot of agencies.
Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen. We got some conflict going back and forth, as usual, between Ukraine and Russia. As now we got the tolls that are rising, the F tolls, the death tolls. Sad about that, you guys, as Ukraine's enduring these really heavy bombardments that came in from Russia. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys. Come on in. Let's double tap on the way in. Let everybody know that we're here this morning. Yes, more bombs, more drones coming in from Russia. This is Ukraine. It looks like a man on the end of that, or maybe some water that they're trying to drop. And of course, what do we always talk about? The civilian casualties, the urban inclusion, the warfare that hits the innocent people, the children, the women, the families. Yeah. That's actually why we want it to be over. I see what it is now. They're dipping that and trying to go get some water in order to put some of that fire out. I see what they were doing now. But yeah, we always talk about this too. And if you don't see the smoke, you won't even know how long ago this possibly happened. It's still burning. You still hear it. You can still hear it. I wonder what the numbers are for the urban and the civilian casualties when it comes down to those situations out there in Ukraine and Russia. I'm sure the numbers are probably high in the extreme as well. I like to pray for every single one that was affected. That's right, in Ukraine or in Russia as well. I want to pray for all of those first responders that are responding and trying to save people. And I want to pray, even though they're not our religion, I want to pray that this can come to an end for all sides, because it's not even, it's too long and too much going on so far. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Let's get on over to Washington, because Trump's family's digital grift profits is listed on the website. Now, I'm not making this stuff up. Don't get mad at me. There's investigations already underway in as Trump goes overboard with they're calling it the C word. You know what I mean? Like eruption. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. This is me reading titles, none of my personal opinions. Don't take it out on me. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Joining me now is Congressman Robert Garcia. He is the top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee. And as fellow Oversight Democrats today debuted a widget on their website, you can check it out, that they say tracks the Trump family's profits from, quote, digital grifts. And man, the numbers keep going up literally every second. There's so many things to ask you. I want to start by just playing you something that journalist Maggie Haberman said recently. She has a book out that everybody seems to be reading.
Good morning, everybody.
Before Trump's financial disclosure was released. Let me play that. We've only, collectively, the Wall Street Journal has done a lot of work, the Times, the Washington Post, a lot of outlets have done a lot of work on this. All of us have only scratched the surface, I think, of what is happening, because there's so much we can't see. It's interesting because Chris and I were talking about how it's sort of a surprise they released this, but it is a little bit like we know what they tell us. You've been thinking a lot about Trump's unprecedented financial conflicts. Do you agree with Maggie Haberman about the scope of what needs to be uncovered and really that we still may not know a lot?
I completely agree. I mean, the reality is what we know, what's public facing, is just part of the massive corruption that is happening every single day in the Trump White House and across all of our agencies. There is evidence of pay to play. There's evidence of the family enriching themselves. Clearly, there's no
Nancy Pelosi.
question that everything from pardons being sold to contracts being given to family members to the grift around the cryptocurrency scheme. I mean, just Donald Trump in just this presidency alone is $2 billion richer. Just him, not to mention the rest of his family. And so there's an enormous amount there. And whether it's corruption, whether it's protection of pedophiles in the Epstein scandal, whether it's giving out contracts to friends, whether it's selling access directly to the White House, there will be so much to investigate in the years ahead that Donald Trump and his family have to be prepared to answer questions and to be accountable to the American public.
And I want to talk about that because I think so many people are thinking about that. You're going to be in quite a hot, important seat about that. But first, I wanted to just get your thoughts about that.
All right, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap this screen, get those likes up. Just wanted to go over what's in the topics of the news, you guys. Don't be mad at me for delivering the situations and what's going on. Let's keep on going forward right now, because now we got the signs of right to repair, executive repair. You remember they were saying that you guys cannot repair your cars, certain things that you can't do. Can you imagine that? If you can change your own light fixtures and your own, and I'm sorry, if you can change like your horn out, if you can put new seats in, if you can do like something like a muffler repair or stuff like that, why can't you just go ahead and fix your own car? Like, it's really true that a lot of us actually are mechanically inclined. We don't need mechanics to do everything. I got a whole fairing kit in there. I can go on YouTube and figure out how to do that myself, something like that. But if I put it on the sidewalk and I start fixing my motorcycle, I could get a ticket for this. What's going on with this crap? So I'm honestly happy about this new right to repair bill that they put in. I mean, the right to repair executive order, but it's still a little shifty because it's still not clear. I think that they need to leave stuff like that alone, period. They're trying to mark it up to emissions and all of this crap. We've been repairing our cars and all of that stuff for years. Now all of a sudden they're trying to say that we can't repair our own cars. This is crazy out here. This is just like what they're doing with CDs and with programs, where they're like, no, 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 you can't buy the program anymore. We're just gonna give you the download, and you got to pay us every month. Oh, so now you're gonna keep on ripping us off every month to now be subscribed to this crap instead of selling us the CD that we used to have. But they say digital media is now under a major threat. Magazines are already gone. You know, when it comes down to Photoshop, Illustrator, and all of those guys, that's a wrap. So now what they're coming after, they already got rid of the music. There's no more CDs. There's no more CD players. So now they're trying to get rid of all digital currency, digital marketing and media, even down to the PlayStation games that I saw them complaining about now. It's crazy out there, you guys. Let's go.
President Donald Trump signed a new executive order aimed at relaxing restrictions on repairing your own car. The order directed the Environmental Protection Agency to issue guidance clarifying what actions car owners can take to repair a car's emission systems while following the Clean Air Act. It also works to root out cheap knockoff aftermarket car parts.
All of that is a lie. It's a lie. It's all to root out cheap second party aftermarket products and all of that. No, it's not. No, it's not. You guys want us to go back to the dealer every time to keep on getting stuff money, giving them the money when we know it's going to cost more, when there's something small that we can do. So if I got to change a fuse, I got to go take it to the dealer. Come on, man. Y'all dead wrong about this. You got to listen to the underlining words that they're trying to use to schmooze us with this nonsense.
While following the Clean Air Act. It also works to root out cheap knockoff aftermarket car parts from the market. Now, the move comes just months after the EPA took similar steps to allow farmers and equipment owners to repair farm and non-road diesel equipment.
What do you mean you took similar steps to allow farmers to repair their own vehicles and their own stuff? You mean to tell me we got an old man that's about 30, that's been in the game for like 30, 40 years? He been working with this John Deere tractor for the last 20 years. You mean to tell me he can't go in there and change the carburetor himself if he know how to? What are you guys talking about? You're allowing people to do stuff. This shit is crazy. Y'all, please pay attention to this.
Let's start.
This is bananas, y'all. This is bananas. I can't even believe it. I got so much conversation on it. It needs to be a whole episode by itself, to be honest, because it's ridiculous what they're trying to do. Because I know how to repair stuff. I get out there and repair some stuff on my own. If I don't have to pay anybody to do it, why would I want to pay somebody else to do something that I can do myself? And then you might be that type of guy that likes to get an old beat up car and restore it yourself and go buy the parts. You heard? You know, there's another major special that we got coming up too. Go look into all the junkyards now. Oh yeah, I'm going there. That's gonna be a whole separate episode with Boogotti. It's too much to cover. 7 junkyards have already went up in flames. So I'm like, wait a minute, there's some correlation here. So they're trying to make us not be able to fix our cars, and then they're going up and setting fires to all of the junkyards. This one yard had about 10,000 cars. 9,000 of them went on fire. They're definitely not going to be able to recover. I don't know what's going on out here, but let's keep on going, because now they're saying that Congress is trying to shine a spotlight on the mind control D-Rug. You guys might not even supposed to be showing y'all this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This is our bottom line, and this is how we do it. I told people to come on over here if they want to learn about trending topics and current events, but we also educational too. I need you guys to start chiming in on some of this stuff. You guys are very smart, smarter than me, especially stuff like this. Come on, let me know what you guys think about this. I like to learn too.
This sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it really happened. The CIA's top secret experiments that sought to gain control over people's minds. Fox News' Mike Emanuel has the story.
So you thought the Twilight Zone was fake? It's not. They actually they have the ability to do it, and they've been doing it a long time.
This hearing is about the crimes committed by the Central Intelligence Agency against the American citizens and the decades of secrecy used to conceal them.
Congress shining a spotlight on one of the most notorious chapters in the history of the CIA, MK Ultra. This is research and experiments in the 50s and 60s with mind control.
MK was one of the most secret government programs in American history.
The ability to seize the control of a person's perceptions, memories, and ultimately their behavior.
Historian Stephen Kinzer says the CIA chemists behind the operation sought out, quote, expendables in foreign countries to use for experiments.
Human beings who would not be missed if they disappeared. What amounted to a license to kill issued by the U.S. government.
Journalist Tom O'Neill even looked into whether MK could have played a role in the Charles Manson murders.
Howard Manson, a barely literate ex-con, acquired the ability to persuade ordinary young people to murder complete strangers simply because he had told them to.
Kinzer says the U.S. was willing to do anything it could to gain an upper hand during the Cold War. Ultimately, the CIA labeled MK a failure, but that may not be the end of the story.
Let's double tap that screen and get more people over here. I told you guys, sometimes you got to know your history before you can understand what's going on in the future as well as the present. Let's go ahead and double tap that screen. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Now we're proving why Our Bottom Line is the #1 channel when it comes down to live news on YouTube from the time that we start until the time that we end. Just keep on moving forward, you guys. Again, and if you really like the channel, just double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's get some more information for our minds. Maybe we can stay on control, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
It may well have been true in 1963 that mind control is a myth. But whether it's still true is uncertain.
The program officially came to a close in the 1970s, and the files associated with it destroyed. But whether or not it really ended then and there, well, that depends on who you ask.
A lot of people start feeling certain ways. They be like, yo, I just couldn't control myself. Something just came over me. I drank this, I smoked that, I ate this. And the next thing you know, couldn't even control myself. So you guys, do you think they still got that out there, or you think they got rid of it? Yeah, y'all, let's go. Now you're starting to really think about it. Yeah, let's go. That's why I want you guys to get more people in there so they can see what's going on. And I hate to do this, but you guys, let's do it. You ready? Dun, 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 dun. YMCA is fun. See, I don't know how to do it. YMCA. They have everything you have ever want. You can hang out with all the boys. What? Nah, I'm good. But yeah, I gotta keep it funky with you guys. And I'm surprised Trump actually picked that song. I can do a whole episode on that, but we're not. The Village People, Victor Willis, the lead singer of the Village People, loses his life. He dies at age 74. Let's get it in, you guys. Let's get it in. I cannot even play it, but I'm gonna try to do just a little bit. Yo, man. I said, young man, get yourself off the ground. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You can.
His actual job was lead singer and co-writer, helping to create campy disco hits in the 70s, like Macho Man.
Can't play it, y'all. I'm gonna be. Yeah, y'all know that song right there, too. That's another one.
And of course, YMCA.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You have everything you ever want.
Fans are paying tribute.
Yes, everybody paying tribute.
Lead singer of the Village People has passed, which is crazy. The Village People are just legendary.
Despite the group's success, Willis didn't always click with the rest of the Village.
At my separate dressing room, at my separate valet, I'd have to go to the sound check. The only time they'd tell me was when they saw my back when I hit the stage and to open the show.
By 1980, Willis left the group, hoping to launch a solo career, returning decades later in 2017.
He was the only remaining original member when President Trump started playing YMCA at rallies. At first, Willis asked him to stop. The controversy parodied on SNL with Kenan Thompson playing Willis.
He said, "Stop it."
The song at Trump rallies, hoping it would bridge political divides.
Yeah, you guys.
He's politicizing it. He just likes the song.
At 74 years old.
With our arms, and still.
Remembering.
YMCA was inducted into the National Recording Registry at the Library of Congress in 2020. At the time, Willis said he had no idea when they wrote the song that it would become a fixture at almost every wedding, birthday party, bar mitzvah, and sporting event. Back to you.
Making sure they ain't freeze us out for playing a little bit of MCA. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep on moving forward. No matter what, you guys, we got to show love and we got to show respect for everybody when it comes down to it. But that was even no matter what, when that song came on, you definitely dance a little bit to get moving, and you get your feet wet. You get your feet moving. Okay, cool. I'm just got to check this other camera over there to make sure that we're good. Also, you guys, if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, y'all. Let's get it up. Let's make sure that those likes are starting to make sense too. If we got a certain amount of people in here, let's make sure that the ends are justifying the means, because it doesn't cost nothing to go ahead and pick up that phone, double tap that screen just like that. That's all you got to do. If you're watching me there, that's all I got to do is double tap the screen. Okay, cool. And if you really want to be nice, you can go on over to your Cash App and go on ahead and send over $ Boogotti Cash. That's right, $ Boogotti Cash over to Boogotti Cash and support the show as well, you guys. Thank you so much. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen. We got to go over to France. It was hot over there. I'm talking about the same way it's hot out here. 102 degrees in some places, you guys. So now we got crowds that are smashing through store doors. That's right, you guys, because AC units are going like hotcakes. Thank you so much, Jordan Dowdy, for the 5 on it. Thank you so much and appreciate you so much. Let's see what's going on amidst France's hard heat wave, and let's see how they're handling it. As you can see, it's hot. And everyone wants an air conditioner. Seems like everyone wait to the last minute to get an air conditioner, you guys. Now, as you can see, security tried to keep those doors closed. Those people said, hell to the no, and to the no, no, no. And there you go. Y'all ready? Let's go. This is in France. As you can see, people that actually got in, they broke through the door, and now they're running straight for the AC units. They don't care what they can grab. They're grabbing whatever they can get at this point. The door broke, they're going under that to get in. Now here's a shot from the inside. You talking about Black Friday. And of course, we're going to come to some fisticuffs between the few females and a few other customers that are trying to fight for certain units. You got other people just milling around like Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I'm going to take whatever I can get while they over there fighting. Look, they don't even care. And just to let you know what the door looked like. They was not playing. It looked like Black Friday, right? Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. What you said? Well, maybe half black, actually. Yeah, okay, whatever. Double tap the screen, get those likes up. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I told you we go everywhere. We just came from France. Do you parlez-vous? It must have really been hot out there. How you gonna all wait to the last minute? But you know what? This one right here. I think that we got two thunderunts that are now going to try to combine forces. I never made a song for this other person, but you know, you guys, you've inspired me to make a smash hit. And it goes a little bit towards the islands, and then it comes back a little bit towards us. So you know what, without any further ado, Mom dummy, na is a supercut, na use a dumb dummy, na is a supercut, na use a dumb dummy, na is a supercut, na use a dumb dummy, dummy. Mom dummy, na is a supercut, na use a dumb dummy. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to I could have did New York for that, but nah, I'd rather do Mom dummy, na is a supercat on that one, because guess who gave him a call? And this is proving what we said, what our theory is. Does Mom Dami now control the Democratic Party? I don't know. Because guess who gave him a call? That's right. None other than, that's right, Kamala Harris. She's made private calls, and she's made more than one call to that party, trying to get some footing, maybe trying to get herself ready to become another candidate shot. Think anybody else is going to go be ready to give her maybe another $1 billion so that she can cut Cardi B another check, Beyonce and Oprah, to see if we can finally get her to be our president? Is that what she's after, you guys? Let's see what's going on. Let's go.
City Mayor Zohran Mamdani confirming that former Vice President Kamala Harris has privately called him. Listen. The vice president reached out to have a conversation, and we've had a brief conversation. We've been in touch over the last few months, and I really do appreciate her outreach.
Mondani isn't the only far-left Democrat Harris has been in contact with, as she has held closed-door meetings with other prominent progressives like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
So she's like, I couldn't get it the other way. I'm going in with the socialists. I'm going to see if I can get them on my side and get them all behind me, and I'll tell them I'm about their program, and maybe I can get through. We see the play. We see the play. Very cunning there.
Joining us now to react, senior writer,
OG.
contributor Joe Concha. Joe, going to you. So this story is really twofold, because it's about Kamala Harris appearing to want to get back in there, which is something that I'm not sure many in her party are clamoring for, but also she is focusing on reaching out to the left flank of her party.
Okay, big man, Big Mac.
That's where she believes the party's central power is right now.
Okay, Big Mac.
And that's where is that central power right now, guys. And thanks for having me. Yeah, this is all about Kamala kissing the ring of the unofficial leader of the socialist wave taking over the Democrat Party and getting his blessing. But if AOC ends up running, there's not going to be any blessing, and his endorsement would obviously go to her since she's the actual socialist, while Kamala will simply be playing a socialist as a candidate on TV to pander to the far left during the primaries, because that's where the voters come out. That's where the energy is, to your point. Because look, Kamala Harris showed in 2024, she will say or do anything to win the presidency. She went back to the center against Donald Trump. Now she does run in the primary. She's going to go back to the far left and then shift back to the center if she actually gets that nomination. So again, to your point, Carly, I think running a third time will not be a charm for Kamala Harris in the eyes of any Democrats. She lost every swing state last time, and this time she's actually going to have to run for about 2 years, where voters will really get to know her. And as we've seen, the more people get to know Kamala Harris, the worse it is for Kamala Harris.
Hey, you guys, I love the platform and the way that you guys step up and the way that you show no matter what, you're going to say what you have to say. I'm the same way that way too. But what I like about that is we don't have to agree with each other. So let me get to some of these areas that don't agree with me. Mike Rubiscio says, so what? Someone, okay, well, I like people that have, yeah, that's right, push back. Say what you want to say. Just don't be disrespectful. Okay, what else you got? Not me. I still think that Trump is a better leader. Okay, what else you got over here? Let's see, neither party is good. No, it's always something going on when it comes down to, let's say, some sort of corruption in every party. You can be a good leader, but that doesn't mean that every member of your army or every member of your administration is not going to try to take something off the top. You know how that goes sometimes. Let's keep on moving forward though, you guys, because now I want to shine a light on something that we've been paying a lot of attention to, because many of us are traveling by train, by car, and by air. We have to pay a lot of attention to what's going on because our lives are at risk, and I want to make sure that you guys get home. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up while we have a chance to as well. I want to make sure that when we get to a certain part of the show that it's looking the right way. So let's go ahead and double tap that screen. That's all you got to do. We're going to double tap and then the like will come up. It actually sends up a signal, and YouTube will get more people over here by showing our heading. That'll get us more people over here to see what we got going on here. Because especially in situations like this, I like to really let many more people know. American Airlines, they made an emergency landing due to a fire on one of the wings. Did you guys hear anything about that? Well, guess what? If you didn't, now you're about to hear it. So now we're talking about airplanes coming into very close proximity of each other. We saw that happening. Then we got a couple of drones actually coming into contact with planes, actually making impact. We've also had our those what do they call those guys? Airplanes that they fly in the sky, radio control, that almost came into contact with planes. We've got situations where the tarmac is messing up and having big holes fall in them. There's just a lot of stuff going on. Then you got those airplanes that's doing 25 feet above the ground, where they're doing all of these crazy things with the wings. Now we got a situation over here where this plane made an emergency landing.
Airports packed with millions of 4th of July travelers. Some are already running into trouble, unfortunately. Here's senior transportation correspondent Chris Van Cleve.
A scary start to the July 4th travel rush for passengers aboard American Airlines Flight 1040 this morning.
On takeoff, we had a engine report against the car. Okay, you know which engine? The white engine.
The Airbus A319 with 100 aboard quickly returned to Miami's airport, landing without incident. American says there was no evidence of an engine issue.
That makes a lot of sense. If something happens with the engine, I would say you should bring it right down, especially when it's like right in the beginning of the flight. At the end of it, you can't really do too much, but try to use the other engine until you get to where you have to go. But this was like right before they left. And then American came right in and said they didn't find any issues. That's skeptical to me. What are you talking about? This pilot just said he had an engine failure. Are you trying to cover something up, or is something wrong with the pilot? Let's get to it. We have to go that deep because this is some serious situation. Exactly. 55, very sus.
That precautionary landing comes as the TSA is preparing for...
And we got Kendra that's telling on you guys, and I love it because we got 229 people in here and we got likes at the 100. So if you guys from the 229 don't want to come over to the double tap side, what's going on with y'all? That means that you probably are not enjoying the show. What's going on with you guys? Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. And even if you're watching the show afterward, that's right, while it's not live, let's double tap the screen and get those likes up. You do know that likes are free, right? Or maybe you don't know how to do it. You can go ahead and go like this. You pick up the phone and you double tap just like that. Or maybe you do want to spend some money. If you want to do something like that, you guys can send the Cash App to $BOOGOTTICASH. You guys can do that. Help out for the sweat program. We got a lot going on up here. We just want to make sure that the numbers are making sense. We're pushing our way back, trying to give you guys the best content that we can. So all we ask for is go ahead and double tap that screen. Don't worry about the Cash Apps and all of that. All of that's cool too. But let's go ahead and get those likes up. It'll be cool to share it as well. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
For some of its busiest days of the year so far. The Halsey family left Denver for Alaska today, looking to beat the heat.
Kind of hoping to avoid some of the holiday traffic a little bit and be able to have a much easier flight with an 8-month-old.
AAA expects more than $72 million to travel over the Independence Day holiday, a potential record, but up only slightly over last year.
Even though monetary and gas prices are still up as far as like for jet food, they say that people are still going to bite the bullet and they're already flying out. How many of you just got off a flight and watching me from somewhere else, like Batty or Kendra?
The cost of taking that trip has soared 11%.
What we're seeing is that consumers are still spending.
What's up, Kendra?
They may not like it, they may complain about it, but a lot of travelers are still making those trips happen.
Airfare is up about 31% compared to this time last year.
Thank you, Jordan.
And the 61.4 million AAA expects to drive will find gas prices down nearly 50 cents in the last month, but still about 66 cents higher than last year.
So while Americans are spending roughly $300 million less per day compared to where we were in mid-April, prices are still leading Americans to spend $225 million more every day compared to a year ago.
Damn.
The TSA expects more than 3 million people to pass through airport checkpoints tomorrow alone. Just as this heat is ratcheting up, that means extra crews will be working the ramp here at Washington Dulles Airport so United can keep its people safe and get its flights like these out on time. Tony?
Well, I hope it ain't just about on time. I hope you guys actually got some good trained and pilots out there too. I had a good save happen the other day because of that. Let's see what we got over here. Can we reload this over here? What we got? Can we get this video back?
It is July 1st.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk about this because it's important. New Illinois and Indiana laws take action, you guys, today. That's right. So driving tests, guess what? Your age just went up if you're trying to take a driving test in Illinois. Also, cocktails on the go. That's actually going to be there to stay. Something that they started out in COVID. What else? We got another one coming in. Minimum wage has went up as well. You're not talking about how much, but hey, if you live in Illinois and Indiana, I'm going back to Indiana. You're going to get a raise. That's right, you guys. Let's get into it real quick and see what's going on.
A lot of new laws kicked in today.
Yeah, Brian Jackson is here to walk you through the changes that'll really matter for you.
Well, Illinois is raising the age that you're required to take the annual behind-the-wheel driving test. That means drivers now 87 years and older will have to take the in-person road test. Previously, that limit was 79. Now,
What you mean 87 years and older? Whoa, boy, you want to be on the road with one of them, huh?
the law does not apply to commercial drivers. They still will have to take that annual road test starting at the age of 75. Law also allows their family members to report any medical concerns that could affect someone's ability to drive safely. Also, cocktails to go is here to stay. Now, this is a thing that, as you might remember, started back during the pandemic. And that bars and restaurants sell cocktails for pickup and delivery. The policy was supposed to be temporary, but now it's permanent. Businesses can still.
Well, just in case you guys are interested in the perfect cocktail to go, you can go on over to www.drinkbigdrip.com. This is an RTD, grape, raspberry, and lemon, a blend, no bubbles. You know we don't want no bubbles in our stuff. And like I said, 14% alcohol, you guys, that's right, 12 ounces. So if you're celebrating, celebrate with Big Drip. I'm glad I had it face the right direction. I didn't even notice that. Let's keep on going. I'm just joking, you guys. You heard that, cocktails to go. You're still going to be able to get your if you order it with your meal. They're just going to cover it with some styrofoam, probably send it out in a plastic champagne glass for you guys to enjoy. What else do they have on board?
Still sell mixed drinks to go as long as they're inside of a sealed container. And last but not least, here in Illinois, workers in Chicago and parts of Cook County, they're getting a raise. Minimum wage in the suburbs is now at $15.40 an hour. Minimum wage in the city is at $17.05 an hour for most employers. Tip workers will get $12.96 an hour in the city. They'll get $9.25 an hour in the suburbs.
Jesus Christ, tip workers, because they get tips, they get paid that little? That's ridiculous. Also, the reason why minimum wage gauging is necessary, to be honest, for me, it kind of lets us know where we're at in the market as well, as far as like if you're going to be an employee. So you're like, I'm definitely not. If you do go for minimum wage, you understand it versus the position that you're willing to accept. But if you have certain skills, certain things that you know that you're supposed to be paid more for, that would give you an idea like, hold on a minute, that's too close to minimum wage, or thinking about how far it is from there as well. If you can actually gauge it like that too, that's what a lot of people do. And it actually is a fair way to gauge things.
And we're going to cross state lines here. Starting today, both public and charter schools in Indiana are now required to ban students from using their cell phones, tablets, smartwatches, and laptops during the school day. And that's just an overview of some of those new laws.
There you go, guys. You heard about it. You can't even let the kids use the phone during the school day. They can have it on them, but they probably cannot be using it. Probably because they want them not to be swiping and not paying attention to their classes and things like that, which makes a lot of sense. Also, let's say cheating. You know, because you can use that smartphone for a lot. Let's keep on moving forward. Kendra Walker, there we go. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys. And yes, double tap, double tap. I'm going to keep on saying it. Have you subscribed to the channel already? I see we got a lot of new members here with gloves. Really appreciate you guys. What's up with Good Guy Activism? How you doing, Daniel? Go ahead and get that glove up. Somebody might send you a little gift out today. Just stay tuned. I might go over there and send out a couple of gym gloves myself if I'm feeling that way. If you guys may go ahead and get those likes up, I might just go ahead and do that. Let's keep on moving forward now because we know we got to follow the what? Money, 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 money. Anytime you're trying to find something, you got to follow the money. We got the billionaire investor. I'm not talking about Tony Stark over here with Iron Man. I'm talking about the Jeffrey Epstein benefactor, Leon Black. He's been subpoenaed, and guess what? He's tried to stonewall Congress and not answer, but as soon as he did that, they went right in the back and boom, hit him with a subpoena. See what's going on with that, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen and get those likes up.
Today, a pretty crucial figure in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation was on Capitol Hill. It's this guy, billionaire investor Leon Black. He was Epstein's main source of income for several years. Black paid Epstein over $150 million for what he described as tax and estate planning, which is a lot more than what he would have paid other more established firms.
Like, you pay that much for estate planning?
Black met voluntarily with the House Oversight Committee today, but the meeting went off the rails after he refused to answer questions about allegations that he signed non-disclosure agreements with women who were linked to Epstein. Just 1 hour into the meeting, the committee's Republican chairman stepped out to announce they were issuing subpoenas to Black right then and there.
You're right, Kiara.
Must issue 2 subpoenas to Mr. Black. One for all the NDAs that he is party to, and second for a deposition on July 16th. The NDAs are between him and other women. We want to know, was Jeffrey Epstein involved in the NDAs? Was he involved in writing? Was he involved in awarding funds to the women for the NDAs? What was the reason for the NDAs? We don't know everything about the NDAs. So that's very important to our investigation.
Not long after that, Black and his attorney walked out. There they go, marking an abrupt end to his voluntary interview. Black has long denied being involved in Epstein's criminal actions, and that is just one of the Epstein developments today.
Okay, you guys, let's double tap that screen. Keep on moving forward because now I'm feeling in an empire state of mind. Yeah, I'm from that. Yeah, I'm out that Tribeca, straight up off that. Come on, you guys, you know where we're going. We got a new breaking story, right, that comes in. I don't know where these El Fulios are from, but they decided they wanted to go to the top of New York. That's right, you guys. We got them right here. Let's see what happened with these Empire State Building climbers as they respond to questions outside of court. I guess after they went through that situation where they both got locked up. They're not feeling too enthusiastic after that situation, huh? Let's see. They actually were released, though.
Our state building climbers appeared in court facing a judge, and they were given supervised release.
As they left court, they responded to some.
This means ankle monitor, probably. Supervised release, 9 times out of 10, yeah.
Questions? Take a look.
Not now, guys.
Do you think the power of love or love of power is evident in the courtroom?
It's the most powerful power. Love. For sure.
Why?
Because we believe in love.
All right, there they are. Everybody's wanting to see them up close. Now, the couple was released on supervised release until their next court date, which is August 24th, as we've been told. We now know that they did not enter a plea after being charged with reckless endangerment. So that's something they can do at another time, burglary and other charges.
Empires.
There you go, y'all. Double tap. Let's keep going. They ain't getting no, they got out. You let that would have been me and my girl, though. Still been up in there like, huh? $1 million? Let me stop. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's get up out of here. Let's go. We got more to get into, you guys, because yes, Not only are we having issues there, but we having issues overseas. Let's get on over to because King Charles III, he says, I will move out of Buckingham Palace after the $487 million refurbishment. Guess what, you guys? Does that mean that it's coming to an end? Does that mean that in a couple of years there may be the end of the king and queen royalty when it comes down to London? I tell you what, it's not the same sort of monarchy that it used to be.
We're here at Buckingham Palace, which has been the home of the British monarch for some 200 years. Until now. King Charles and Queen Camilla decided they're not moving back into Buckingham Palace when $369 million worth of renovation gets completed next year. Now, royal officials insist that this is going to still be Monarchy HQ. But Monarchy HQ isn't quite the same as King's Castle, which is really what Buckingham Palace has been up until now. Especially with that famous balcony. That famous balcony is where the kisses of the newlywed royals happen, the babies are presented, the king and queen adoringly look up into the sky and watch the red arrows go past. Where George VI offered the royal wave at the end of World War II. It's going to be kind of hard to match that to Monarchy HQ.
Oh, that's it, you guys. He said that's why Trump shut him down and made fun of him. I'm getting the royal ballroom. You're leaving. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got some serious news coming in from Venezuela. There's a gang called Tren de Aragua that's been accused of a Chicago murder. Let's get on into that, you guys. Double tap that screen, get those likes up. Y'all see we working over here, getting you news from everywhere. Let's go, let's get it.
The details of two brutal murders. One of them happened here in Chicago. The defendants are illegal immigrants, allegedly members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, and they're charged with kidnapping a Chicago man, killing him, and then calling his mother to tell her where she could find him.
Now those are some gruesome findings right there, y'all.
The U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois, Andrew Boutros, told the horrific story in a news conference this morning. He said 3 co-conspirators kidnapped a man walking in a park, took him to an abandoned building, beat him, and shot him in May. Boutros did not name the victim, but Chicago police did find the body of an 18-year-old man in the 6800 block of South Perry, May 18th. Boutros said charges were filed against 20-year-old Cleaver Monasterio Briseño, 26-year-old Jose Pacheco Torres, and a third person. He said the defendants' gang ties made the crime especially heinous.
I want you to think about those facts for a moment. A man kidnapped from a park in Chicago in broad daylight, beaten, held against his will, taken to an abandoned building and shot multiple times and left in a bathtub. All in the name of Tren de Aragua. And to show just how brutal and merciless this gang is, someone then went and called the victim's mother and told her where she could find her lifeless son's body.
Yeah, we're gonna do that right now. We gotta pray for the mother because there's no amount of stress and pain and agony that she probably went through just getting that call. Want to pray that they get to the bottom of this and get to the root of these murderers and get them out of here because look at what they're doing just to make their name. Also want to stop them from all of the Fetty Wap and all of the D-rugs that they're bringing through, all of the stuff that they're doing to children. Really need to really hone down on these situations, taking over buildings and taking over people's apartment complexes. The stuff that was never been, that they were never able to do back when our country really had control of it. I want to pray for every single person that's affected with this, and hopefully they find all of the people that did this and bring them to justice, as well as deport them and never let them back in our country. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all.
And federal officials say that the arrests were carried out through a coordinated operation targeting the gang's expanding network here in the United States. They also talked about a second case in which 4 men are charged with the brutal murder of a man in front of his teenage daughter. That happened outside Dallas, Texas. Reporting live, Joni Lum, Fox Chicago.
Yeah, Tren de Aragua, boy, they out there trying to make their mark. They like that MS-13, the MS-13 dudes. We got Trump over here talking about giving out medals and medals of freedom and all of that stuff. said that he was thinking about giving his son a medal since he just gave somebody else a medal. Said they might do a threesome. Talking about medals here, guys. That's it. Just medals. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward.
And it'll be displayed alongside the Medal of Honor earned by his brave son. His son was brave. It's genetics, you know, it's like the racehorse theory, right? Fast horses. Theodore Roosevelt Jr. on D-Day, he also received that incredible acknowledgement, except for Arthur and Douglas MacArthur. Arthur was his son, Douglas MacArthur, great general. They're the only father and son pair to receive our nation's highest military award for courage above and beyond the call of duty. Now, as I see my two beautiful sons,
Happy 250th.
I'm going to give one to myself, one to them, and we'll have a threesome, okay? I'll pick out one of the two. I'll give them the Congressional Medal of Honor for something, for their genius at hunting, and I'll get one for taking on Russia, or something. And we'll have a third pair. No, I'm only kidding. But I have seriously thought about, now this is dangerous to say because the fake news is up there all over the place. And when I joke, I learned early on, don't be sarcastic in politics. But I actually said a few times that I've seriously thought of giving myself the Congressional Medal of Honor. Now, everyone knows I'm doing it with a chuckle, but then they report, he wants to give himself the Congressional. So I don't say that anymore. It's very dangerous to say. But it is the highest award, and they had a father-son get it, and that's a tremendous tribute to a genetic pool. As we enter the 250th year, Americans must never forget we are a historic and heroic people with a heroic spirit and a heroic purpose. And in this world, we are a very special group.
All right, you guys. I'm not gonna hear too much from him on the 250th, so I just took that as what it was. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. He's always pretty bizarre and says some crazy stuff, right? What you guys got? Okay, let's get you out of here then, Eric. You don't gotta hang around if you feel that way. Boom! You think just because nobody else is around they can get you out of here? I don't. I am Lionel, leader of the Thundercats. I do this in my sleep. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go, because now we got fire that forces an iconic Disney ride to come on pause. That's right, you guys. You got to be careful when you're taking these Disney rides out here now, because you never know what's going to happen. This iconic ride right here went up in smoke.
What? It looked like someone dropped something.
You know, we've been paying attention to the roller coasters, to all of these rides and all of these, all of these theme parks. This happened in Disney yesterday. Fire broke out. All right, you guys, let's go. Let's go. Be careful when you're going to those theme parks. Pay attention. We got to get on over here to Penn. Got to get over here and see what's going on with this truck driver. He's been charged in the I-81 crash. This guy's just crazy over here with a state police trooper who lost his life. Want to pray for the state trooper as well as all of the family members as well, you guys. Got to be careful everywhere that we go now. We heard about this story. It's a follow-up. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
In action news, a man from Massachusetts is facing charges in a crash that killed a Pennsylvania state trooper. A judge arraigned 33-year-old Michael Bond in Schuylkill County yesterday. Video shows officers wheeling him out of the state police barracks in the borough of Frackville. Authorities say Bond crashed a tractor trailer he was driving into Trooper Michael Behera yesterday morning in Cass Township. Behera was inspecting a different tractor trailer along I-81 at the time. Bond faces several charges, including homicide by vehicle, and is being held on $700,000 bail.
Yes, that's right. Somebody lost their life yesterday, a state trooper. That's not easy work out there trying to direct traffic, trying to help people out, changing tires and all of that. You got to be really careful because somebody else might just come up and hit the truck. You could be in between it, on the other side of it. It's so dangerous to be out there, state troopers and first responders as well. Want to pray for him, want to pray for his family as well, and want to pray for the person that actually probably made a mistake and out of nowhere just did that driving. It does happen, you guys. It's happened many times. Amen. Let's keep on going. We got to go. We got to get on over here to this other situation over here where the suspect was in a number 6 trafficking situation. Yeah, this is over here on Figueroa. Anybody know about this area? Ever since I'm not even from Los Angeles, and I know about Figueroa. I know about Figueroa for real because I used to see it in the videos and the music and stuff. And all the pimps used to talk about it. Let's see what's going on over in the corridor, you guys.
To breaking news here, federal prosecutors in LA have announced 10 arrests in connection with a suspected sex trafficking ring. One person was seen being taken into custody this morning at the Stadium Inn and Spas Motel on LA's notorious Figueroa corridor. Agents from the FBI and IRS swarmed the area of South Vermont Avenue near.
Yes, that's one of those short stays in the daytime. You can rent the room for an hour or two. You know what I'm talking about? So now this is the charges have changed now, you guys. Not only is the person that's putting them out there to do it, the hotel people are getting locked up for it as well because they're allowing it to go on. They may even have something to do with it. That's why I'm gonna keep on looking into this case.
West 104th Street. That's in the Westmont neighborhood of South LA. The arrest was part of an ongoing crackdown on sex trafficking in the area. First Assistant U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley provided an update on those efforts during a news briefing last hour.
Over the last 11 months, my office has charged 25 sex traffickers with human trafficking violations, carrying 10 to 15-year mandatory minimum prison sentences. The indictment charges 18 defendants and 65 counts.
It's been going on before I was born. I already know about it. I already know. But what they got certain guys that Figueroa Slim and all of those guys. What's all the crazy names that we heard about before, you guys? They used to take the names of the streets and call it their names. You know what I'm talking about? Those pimps.
Justice says of the 10 arrests, 7 were connected to a prior operation that was dubbed Broken Blade, targeting the Hoover Street gang. Others have been charged in separate sex trafficking cases.
As you know, I said absolutely nothing about the IRS. I was talking about suspected number 6 trafficking arrest in the Figueroa corridor. I said absolutely nothing about the IRS. I don't know, maybe you guys got that going on in the comments on your own. Ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about over here, which is what I wish you guys were talking about. Let's keep on moving forward, though. Let's get on over to Tarrant County. I used to live in Texas. Tarrant County, that jail there is no joke, you guys. A lot of people tell me about the deplorable conditions in that prison when I was out there. A lot of people told me about the other conditions in other prisons and other jails, like Chicago as well. A lot of people talk about that jail. And then there's another one. Where's that other one at? Atlanta. That's the one that we really heard about, especially during the YSL case when Little Woody was talking about that jail. Tarrant County, we got another person that was in the Tarrant County jail, was an inmate, now he lost his life. They're trying to say he wasn't in custody when he lost his life because he was at the hospital. But was he in handcuffs? That means he was still in custody. Let's keep on moving forward and see what's going on with this.
Clarice Tinsley, a family is demanding more transparency from the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office about the death of their loved one. Part of the dispute is whether he was in custody when he died. Fox 4's Deanne Anglin joins us live after speaking with the family. Deanne.
Hi there, Clarice. Well, the latest inmate death involves a debate, and it involves the Sheriff's Department insisting that it release the inmate from custody just moments before he died. The family of 61-year-old Victor Runnels says they deserve more information and has been provided about his death during a 14-day confinement in the Tarrant County Jail. A statement from the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office states, on June 24th, Mr. Runnels suffered a medical event and was taken to JPS Hospital for treatment. He was released from our custody on June 25th and passed away later that evening. It's very saddening that you have to fight for these answers. You have to cry out. You have to reach out. The family, alongside Commissioner Elisa Simmons, is calling attention to the Sheriff's Department denying that Runnels was in the county's custody at the time of his death. His niece pointing out what she personally witnessed. Runnels restrained, handcuffed to his hospital bed. They were removed before the pronunciation or the declared time of death. May have been a 5-minute difference. Fox 4 has asked the Sheriff's Department to respond to those statements about Runnels being handcuffed, but considered not in custody. A spokesman told me they cannot address anything further. The fundamental issue is very simple. If a person suffers a medical crisis while in the custody of the Tarrant County Jail, is transported to a hospital, the county hospital, and never walks out alive, that is an in custody death. And that death deserves independent scrutiny. Runnels is the 5th Tarrant County inmate to die in recent weeks. 36-year-old John Barr died on April 19th. The Sheriff's Department says he was found unresponsive in his cell and pronounced dead the same day at John Peter Smith Hospital. 40-year-old James Johnson died June 15th. The Sheriff's Department says he suffered
This ain't the only one, y'all.
a medical emergency in his cell and later died at JPS. The department says both men had refused routine medical assessments at intake. On June 16th, 40-year-old inmate Carl McCrae died at John Peter Smith Hospital after he was found unresponsive in his cell by a detention officer.
Somebody in the comments says, look at this. This is crazy. Somebody said crazy. So they just looked at it. They're just looking at it like, get over it. Horrible. Did they beat him up? Why did he need to go to the hospital? Did they cause his injuries? Another person says he probably needed medical, and they denied him, thinking that he was lying, says Sam Champion. How the F they lose 3 and 4 days? Oh, there you go, Mookie, paying attention. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to actually see.
46-year-old Matt Greer died June 18th after being taken off life support, reportedly after a head injury. The cause of death is still listed as pending. Regarding Runnels' death, the Sheriff's Department statement goes on to say the Texas Commission on Jail Standards reviewed the case and formally determined that it does not meet the criteria for an in-custody death. Simmons and Runnels' family disagree. Moving someone from a jail cell to the county hospital should not move that case beyond accountability. For this to happen to him, we must have answers.
Yeah, you guys, let's go. Let's double tap that screen, get those likes up. We got much more to bring you. And yes, we're the only ones that bring you stories like this where you guys can actually have a good forum to speak about things and get some stuff off your chest. Also, I like to know what you guys have to think about these topics as well. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Somebody said, get the video footage. I'm more concerned with the victims. Thankfully, I've been in jail a few times in my life, says Sam Champion. I've seen cops deny medical to people all the time, saying they're lying, trying not to go into the cell. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. You're saying that they'd be like, yo, I'm sick, but then the cop, the CO or the correctional officer be like, no, you're not. Just get in the cell. Don't want to take them to the nurse or to the infirmary. I get where you're going with that. Now, you guys ready? Because I don't know what's going on with this. Can't be nothing right about it. And that's why I keep on saying this is another reason why they need to ban the shiesty mask. That's right, you guys. I've been saying it forever. I think they need to take it back to the same sentiment as the 70s and the 80s, because COVID been over for too long to the point where now we can even say it. I think they need to follow, bother, search, and give massive problems to anyone who's wearing a ski mask, face covering, or a shiesty. And I'm the one saying it. If you got on a mask, especially in 100 degrees with a hoodie on right now, they need to be stopping you on every block. First of all, to see if you're up to something. Second of all, to see if you got all your marbles in your head. Because we got a lot of these kids out here that they don't care. They'll put on a sweatsuit when it's 110 degrees, looking at their parents like, what? And you looking at them like, what's wrong with you? But this is the way. Yeah, this is the way they do it now, huh? There we go. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got to get into some more thunk-a-dunk-ism with Pooh Shiesty, who's facing a federal life in prison. That's right, for messing with Gucci Man over at 1017, you guys. Yeah, we got this footage, and it's going to be needed. He going to be needing a bar of soap, I tell you that. He going to need to take off that Shiesty and need him a soap on a rope. Let's get on over here to see what's going on with this. We don't normally deal with the hip-hop situation, but it made it into our realm.
Prosecutors revealed they now have video showing part of an alleged robbery at a Dallas recording studio that resulted in 9 people federally charged.
Do you know that Pooh Shiesty wanted to get out of his record deal and tried to go over there and thug it on some Ice Cube stuff? But he went a little too far. Had his boy at the door when Gucci Man tried to leave with the nice little Mac 10 and had his pops over there with the contract like, you're gonna sign this. Kind of like the opposite of Big Red in the 5 Heartbeats when he dangled a guy over the edge of the balcony. Let's get it. As you can see the guy over there holding that heat, that's AKA Pooh Shiesty right there. And the man in yellow, that's right, that's Roderick right there. Gucci Man. Let's go.
Our filing says the video shows a rapper, Pooh Shiesty, demanding Gucci Mane release him from his recording contract while an armed man blocks the door. Shiesty is facing kidnapping and extortion charges. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager has more from the latest filings. Peyton.
Yeah, Stephen Heather. Now, this newly obtained federal document was filed by prosecutors in response to a motion made by Pooh Shiesty filed last month proposing home confinement, arguing that the evidence against him didn't warrant keeping him in custody until trial. However, prosecutors say the strength of the government's case has actually increased obtaining this release contract and also obtaining this video.
Hey, Peyton ain't looking too bad there, is she? Huh? Nice little setup over there, Peyton.
Good luck. In newly filed documents, rapper Pooh Shiesty, real name Montrell Williams Jr., is pictured here on the right with the big diamond chain and black ski mask on his head. Pooh Shiesty, allegedly unhappy with his record contract, asked Gucci Mane, real name Roderick Davis, labeled with the initials RD here, to release him from his contract. When they met up in Dallas in January of 2026, prosecutors say Gucci Mane initially refused to sign the release. They say Pooh Shiesty then, quote, produced an AK-style pistol described by victims as a choppa, pointed it at RD's head, and repeated his demand that RD sign the release of the contract.
Not only that, they robbed him of his jewelry and stole like $400,000.
Court documents include a still image from a video prosecutors say shows Pooh Shiesty's father holding the release paperwork.
That's some good parenting right there, right? Talk about giving us a good product to work with. It's daddy there. You should tell his father about this craziness. Oh, my daddy over there with the contract. Whoa.
They also say Gucci Mane was forced to say on video, Pooh Shiesty dropped from 1017, known as 1017 Records. According to the filing, rapper Big 30 recorded the video while co-defendant DeMarcus Glover, pictured here, blocked the door while holding a firearm. Prosecutors say the group also stole about $450,000 in cash and jewelry. The video is a major development in the case. Back in April, Pooh Shiesty's attorney.
That's right. Then they went on social media bragging about it. Thanks for giving the feds all the inside information and taking pictures with all the money you stole.
Defended his client by pointing out the feds at the time didn't have any video.
They have no video of this alleged signing of a contract.
Now they do.
They have no guns. They have no jewelry.
Now they do.
They have none of that physical evidence.
Now they do.
Filing also includes what prosecutors say is a signal group chat where Pooh Shiesty used the name Michael Myers to help plan the meeting alongside responses from other co-defendants, saying, I need 6:30 for Saturday.
I need 6 certified thugs to roll with me on Saturday. We gonna roll up on Guap. That's Gucci Mane's other name, just so you know.
Pulling up
on WAP plus 2 drivers. Prosecutors say 30 refers to certified gangsters. In all, Pooh-Shiesty and 8 others are charged with kidnapping and extortion. At the time, Pooh-Shiesty was on federal home confinement for an unrelated firearms conviction in Florida. At the time, this Thunthadant was already on home confinement and had an ankle bracelet on. So yeah, they can track where he was at. Florida, where he was also prohibited from using drugs or alcohol. To support that claim, prosecutors included text messages from Pooh-Shiesty here saying he was, quote, high and drunk when asked what he was doing. Another text saying, quote, baby, I'm drunk as F. Prosecutors also say they have 5 witnesses and victims who are cooperating. They got 5 on it. They got 5 on it, y'all. We got not 1, but 2, but 3, 4, 5. They got 5 on it. And corroborating this evidence. Pooh-Shiesty remains in the Kaufman County Jail. He already pleaded not guilty. Here's the maraschino cherry on top. Y'all ready for what time he's looking at? Time on my hands. We're talking about temperatures like 100 degrees. That's right, you guys. He's gonna be in there talking about how did I get life, 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 life. How did I? His trial is set for February, and he faces life in federal prison. Stephen, Heather, back to you. All right. Temperatures like 103. You're gonna wish you knew JoJo at that time, boy. Woo! Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. That's right, you guys. Just look at the door and throw away the key. How did I get life? Remember Eddie Murphy and Martin was there like, what the hell you mean life? What? What the hell you mean life? You remember when Eddie was going off in there? Boom, life. That country, what they call that? That's one of them circuit court judges. One of them circuit court judges that just pop up at different places. What'd he do? Boom, life. Y'all remember life? Life, life. Let's go, you guys. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Must feel stupid to be him right now. Let me tell you how you feel right now as Pooh-Shiesty, especially when they came and got you. This is what happened. They said, come on over here for a minute. Hands behind your back, right? And then they put him like, then they had to go like this. They said, watch your head. They didn't want his head to hit the car. So now he over here like this in the back of the car. What the hell was I thinking? Oh my God, I had it all. Oh my God, look at that little chihuahua over there. He's got it better than me right now. Wow, even Domino's pizza would be delicious right now. Yep, that's how you feel when you're in the back of that car feeling stupid. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got another situation over here. Be careful when you go traveling, especially when you go to Canada in certain places, because sometimes, even though we love the wild animals, that don't necessarily mean that they love you. I think this bear right here might think that she's walking a cub, and he might be trying to free the cub. That's right, this one lady went out to Alberta, Canada. She called herself going on vacation and walking her dog in the morning one day. I don't think that she read the local tips on how to walk your dog and be careful. Because out of nowhere came a bear. And we ain't talking about just any bear. After he got through chasing them, he was so crazy, he chased a moose into the woods. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go see what's going on in Alberta. Guys, be careful when you're walking your dogs.
Goodness, terrifying. New video into our newsroom tonight shows a woman's close encounter with a grizzly bear.
Is that why they tell you to get bear spray?
It happened when she was out walking her dog in a wilderness camp in Alberta, Canada this week.
Check this out. I thought you were saying you would have crapped yourself, Kendra. I'm sorry, because that's the perfect way to say that. I would have crapped myself.
The woman says she managed to distract the bear by throwing her mug of coffee at it, giving her and her dog just enough time to get into a nearby tent.
What do you mean they can run 35 miles per hour? That's not possible.
The grizzly lingered for another 15 minutes before it decided to leave and chase a moose into the woods.
My goodness gracious.
Man, he got close on that run up, boy. That was fast though. He did pounce up at them quick. I gotta tell you, that was fast. And he was a big one too. Woo, that was a big one, bro. Hippos are way more crazier. We were maybe 20 miles per hour. Yes. Dip, dodge, duck, dive. Yes, they are fast. Oh, and alligators can run. Wait a minute, I've been here that way from the phone listening. I had goosebumps watching this, right? Right. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Bears run up to 30 miles per hour, Brian. Oh my God. Let's keep on going. The dog was saying, hold my leash. Pull my pull my leash. Hold on a minute. Let's go, you guys. Let's get on over to Los Angeles. Because we got a 35-year-old social media influencer named Summer Wheaton. She's been charged with the death of a man in the river in 2024 crash. And now she's about to be arraigned. Let's get into this case right here, you guys. Let's go.
A social media influencer charged with killing a rideshare driver in a 2024 suspected drunk driving crash in Malibu is set to be arraigned today in Van Nuys. 35-year-old Summer Wheaton is facing vehicular manslaughter and 2 DUI charges. After a 4th of July party at Nobu, Wheaton allegedly crossed the median on PCH into oncoming traffic. The collision killed 44-year-old Martin Okeke Wheaton. Wheaton, the driver who has more than 100,000 followers, pleaded not guilty and has claimed the crash was the victim's fault. And so
Crazy. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to Colorado. I think we still got that going on over in Pueblo. We got a cluster, a Pueblo and Custer County. There's nothing left in Aspen Acres. This fire claims everything. Some people who were affected say that they were unable to get insurance, and what their homeowners are saying. I don't know if we still have this. Do we still have this? I don't know if we still have it. I think I got rid of this story. Yeah, we got rid of that. So I'm so sorry about that. I remember that because I wanted to put this other situation on here. Sorry, you guys, but this one had the trumpet, and I think that you guys are going to understand why I did it once you get to understand what I'm showing you here. I'm not going to play that video that I just brought up, but we're definitely going to play this one right here because it's something that we need to be paying attention to, and it's the impact of how online is having on our children. A lot of people don't pay attention to it because we just think, give them the iPad. They're on their phones. They're not making noise. That's all good for us. Can't think like that because we got a lot of these freakazoids, pedos, and men and monsters that are out here, women too, that are trying to get at your children. So yes, we got to get on over to Georgia as these lawmakers are investigating ways to change how online platforms impact children. Very much more important. Also going to be talking about how they're going to be reaching out to these platforms as well. Yes, you guys, all of those platforms that we know and we look at them like they're great because our kids play on them. Be careful because those pedos know that too. Roblox is a perfect example. Let's keep on going, you guys. If you let your kids play Roblox, be very careful on that platform because a lot of those freakazoids like to use the children's platforms and disguise themselves as their children.
Kid at one point even wanting to take his own life. Now he works to educate parents about online kid at one point even wanting to take his own life. Now he works to educate parents about online platforms and has worked to get online predators arrested.
The free reign that has been given to a lot of these bad actors, where that they can go into spaces and communicate with children so easily. Some of the content that's been featured within these platforms, it would make any parent take their kids off of these websites almost immediately.
Why not put more safeguards in place?
Georgia State Rep Rob Clifton headed up today's meeting and says the issue of online safety for children is personal for him and something he believes state lawmakers should help regulate.
At a state level, I do think we can do more. I don't wait on the federal government to do anything.
Other meeting speakers talked about how online forums have become divisive and spending too much time online, no matter the content, can lead to online addiction, sleep issues, and depression.
I believe adolescents should be protected at all costs. And as I look at my kids as they continue to grow up, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to protect our kids and to make Georgia a safer place.
Lori Wilson, Channel 2. As a kid.
I wish you guys do something better about your damn audio, especially when it comes down to important stories like that. You had that damn thing on full blast and it still couldn't hear it. Sorry, you guys. Yes, but more needs to be done about online and more about children as well. Hate when things like that happen. Let's keep on moving forward now, because is this the one? Okay, yeah, we got some body camera footage coming in from the Falcons linebacker, James Pierce, a junior who was arrested and released. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. It looked a little bit intense. I thought that we might want to show this. Is this that? Are we going to do that? Nope, we're not. Where are we going now? Oh, no, 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 no. Another one, you guys. We had to get rid of that too. This one was more important because tomorrow is our 4th of July. You guys are going to have to work with me on this one because today we had a couple of edits that didn't make the iPad. We got a couple of stories that's coming up before these other ones right here. This story right here is very important as well. You guys be very careful when you're handling fireworks this weekend and period. And you may want to give your child a firework or a sparkler or something like that. Just make sure that you're being very cautious because a lot of times these sparklers and some of the fireworks, they're fun to play with, but you don't want to get burned or you don't want any of our children to get burned. You might have a sparkler you give to your daughter, let her run around and play with that. They look at it like a little princess wand. We understand. Be careful with other things though, like Roman candles. I don't think that you should probably be handing your children like a Roman candle or something like that. I don't think that they're ready for that. Probably 16 or 17, maybe. Even parents can't handle it. Why? Because again, we have faulty fireworks. Sometimes the fireworks mess up themselves. You might be expecting it to go this way and it might just boom, boom, boom. The safest firework to me is one that you can put down, set, and then walk away from. Anything that you have to hold in your hand is very scary. So yes, we got a situation over here where a mother loses her fingers in a firework accident. She gave her daughter a Roman candle to play with. It started going off, but then she saw something happening with it, so she took it away from her daughter. And when she did, it exploded in her hand, taking off and severing a couple of her fingers. Let's get into it, you guys. Be very careful with these fireworks.
Has changed one Oklahoma woman's life forever.
And now, just days before the 4th of July, she's sharing her story after losing 2 fingers in a firework accident. News 4 Sydney Batslump joining us now with her story. Sydney, they warn us about this quite often, you know?
They sure do. I mean, Jessica Kies tells me she's used fireworks her entire life, but in just a matter of seconds, one Roman candle has now changed her life forever. Now she's facing more surgery, months of therapy, and learning how to live with just one hand. It's all fun at the moment, and you think it's not going to happen to you, and it can, and I am proof of that.
What started as a summer night with family quickly turned into a life-changing emergency. Jessica Kies says her daughter was holding a large Roman candle, but when it became too powerful, she grabbed it.
It was in my hand and it just exploded. And so I couldn't hear anything. I'm just grateful that I took it from her because I do not want anything like that to happen.
I used to really love them when I was a kid. I mean, really love fireworks. Now I'm just totally like really against fireworks. I don't know why I'm like that. Maybe a skyrocket, a bottle rocket that you put inside of a bottle and it shoots up. You ever try to set off a bottle rocket and it goes psst, pop and it pops right there? That's why you got to be careful with those. I know some people that hold a bottle rocket like this and then let it go. But then all of that stuff is shooting right back at them, getting on their hand, and it could blow up too. Guys got to be careful out there.
To any of my kids.
Her husband called 911 and Jessica was rushed to the hospital where she spent 24 hours in trauma before seeing a surgeon.
It pretty much like blew up this whole side of my hand, and I have 2 pins holding my pinky, where my pinky it was supposed to be together, and so that's holding it. I lost my pinky and my ring finger, and you can see that my middle finger is still really swollen.
The explosion also left her with burns across her body. She's now facing another surgery and months of therapy.
And you're not suing nobody for this. You're not getting no money for this. Who you going to sue? The firework company? Please, good luck.
It is awful. It is the worst pain that I have ever had in my life.
Beyond the physical pain, Jessica doesn't know when she'll be able to return to her career as a hairstylist.
It's scary because I mean I'm a pretty busy, booked out hairdresser.
In the meantime, she's learning how to do the simplest tasks with just one hand.
I was upset the other day because I'm going to have to figure out how to braid her hair because I use those 2 fingers to do that. So, but I'll get through it. It's just going to be a learning curve, and
just take it a day at a time. And both Jessica and her husband are self-employed and don't have health insurance because it got too expensive. Thankfully, her friends, community, and family, they've really stepped up. They made a GoFundMe that's raising some money to help her during such a difficult and expensive time. And
Now you guys see this right here. She don't even have the money to take care of her own medical, and she was relying on her hands because she's a hairdresser. You guys, you gotta act like you're a hand model when you do stuff like that. You have to act like you're a doctor when you use your hands. If you're a mechanic, your hands are everything. In life, these are everything. You gotta really take care of them like they are. Now, when stuff like that happen, you look at yourself like, whoa, I'm glad I got all my digits. And it makes you more appreciative, right? When you're typing and stuff like that, right? I want to pray for her, and hopefully she can get over this and get right back to where she needs to be when it comes down to styling, getting hair done, and taking care of her family and being able to provide for herself. I want to pray for everybody who has ever been affected by these situations. You got people in the comments that said Roman candles did certain things to them. I've literally seen what M80s and M40s and M20s did to people. So yeah, be careful out there, you guys, all of us. Amen. They used to put like 3 M80s in the phone booth just to blow it up to get the change out. So imagine how strong them things are. They look at that like a stick of what you call it. You know what I'm talking about? DINAMITE. Let's keep on going, you guys. Come on, let's go. Well, I think we up to this. I think we finally up to this clip now, right? We got this woman. Yeah, she lost her life like overnight in a Brooklyn building. This one right here, I can't call it, you guys. I don't understand how this could even happen, to be honest with you, because she's 24 years old. Her name is Tatiana Pettis. She was like it happened in overnight in a powing, and the parents don't even know what happened inside of a Brooklyn building. She lives in the basement. I don't know if her boyfriend came over late night, whatever. But people, this is a very sketchy one right here. Let's see what's going on with this.
We now know the name of the 24-year-old woman who died after a shooting inside of her home on Foster Avenue. This afternoon, News 12's Edric Robinson is learning more about what happened there. Edric.
And yes, still asking you guys to double tap that screen to get those likes up. It gets many more people over here. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? That's right, you guys. Double tap. That's all you got to do to get those numbers up. It gets many more people over here. See what's going on with this Brooklyn situation.
Yeah, that's right. This afternoon, we're learning from a police source that 2 people ran from the building here after that shooting last night. Detectives are trying to figure out who those people are and what happened to 24-year-old Tatiana Pettis. Take a look through this basement window. We saw what appears to be blood on the floor right inside the apartment where police say Pettis was found. We're told police were called to the building here, 2817 Foster Avenue, around 11:25 Tuesday night. Pettis had been shot in the left side of her neck. She was taken to Kings County Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. A police source tells us Pettis' mother was inside the apartment at the time when she heard her daughter scream. She found her bleeding, pressed on the wound, and had her son call 911. Right now, no one has been arrested. Police also haven't released a description of anyone they're looking for. If you have any information, you're asking, give their Crime Stoppers hotline a call. In Flatbush this afternoon, Ezra Robinson, News for Brooklyn.
Yeah, but like I told you guys, you let Mom Dami tell it, you let Commissioner Tish tell it, and you let the fake news, I'm sorry, the fake people in the commissioner tell it. We don't have that much crime going on. No, the crime is down when it comes to New York and all of our boroughs. We're doing fine out here. Yeah, okay, what they gonna classify this one as? Want to pray for the family, as well as Tatiana Pettis, the 24-year-old girl who lost her life. And we're hoping that we find some sort of closure here and figure out who did this and get to the bottom of it. We asked that today, you guys. Amen. Let's keep on going. We got new body camera footage that shows this NFL player. I think this is the one right here. James Pettis. Oh, no, that's not his name. His name is not James Pettis. What is his name? James Pierce. I'm sorry, you guys. James Pierce Jr. He's with the he's in the NFL. He's tried to flee police until they get caught up to him. Anybody know who this is?
I'm not moving nowhere. This is the moment a police officer, gun drawn, orders NFL star James Pierce Jr. out of a Lamborghini in Doral, Florida.
He was like, hell with that. He got back into the car, closed the window, and then put his hands on the steering wheel. They was trying to get him to get out of there.
Newly released body camera video from police shows the Atlanta Falcons linebacker refusing to comply
shutting the car door. Then Pierce speeds away through the Miami suburb. Police say that
Never a good idea, guys. Never a good idea.
22-year-old eventually crashed the Lamborghini, taking off on foot before this dramatic takedown. The standoff came after Pierce's ex-girlfriend, WNBA star Rakia Jackson, reported that Pierce was following her in a Lamborghini.
He said he wants his car back. He said, I just came over here to get my car.
According to an arrest affidavit.
Why you guys ramming into each other? What?
Jackson telling police Pierce intentionally crashed his SUV into her vehicle and stopped her from getting to a police station. Pierce says,
I know one thing, they really didn't have no control of him when they had him down on the ground. Boy, he was showing why he was an NFL player. That boy big. Seen that when he got up? Lord have mercy.
He's entered a pretrial diversion program. His attorney did not respond to our request for comment about the newly released body camera video, while the NFL says that this matter is still being reviewed. Howie, we thank you for watching. And
Yeah, man. Woo, that was crazy right there. We got this other thunterdun right here. I don't know what came over her. What in the world would make you do something like this? And I'm so glad that these children, and she should be lucky that they didn't get set on fire, especially how hot it is out here, you guys. You're not going to believe this one. Some of the worst thing that you could possibly ever do to somebody. We got another situation coming in out in Statesville. Anybody know where Statesville is at? By the way, double tap that screen and get those likes up. I might get you a glove. Matter of fact, let's see what we got over here for you guys. Let's see if we got anything that we can go ahead and look out for you guys with. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see if we can do that for some people, because I ain't cheap. I look out too. I look out too. So don't say that Bugatti don't show no love too. Bugatti show love too. I want to show you guys some love too. Some of you guys deserve it. Now, do something with that membership. There you go. Double tap that screen, get those likes up. And that was for you guys, because we don't only ask for money and favors and stuff over here. We look out for people too. Ask about us. We ain't just one-sided. This our bottom line. We a family over here. Let's keep on going, you guys. Now we got to get it going over in North Carolina. Let's get on over to Statesville. We got a woman who's accused of spraying gasoline on some teenagers. All they came to do was to get some gas. She wants to start beefing with them. Okay, she chases them with the gasoline nozzle and puts it on the truck. Yes, come on, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I done blessed you guys. All I'm asking for is some likes. Let's get those likes up. Come on, that's the least that you guys can do. Come on, let's get those likes up.
Tonight at 5:30, come take a look at this. A gas station run-in, one spark away from igniting.
We're spraying the truck and me and my friend with gas, and we don't know what to do.
Yeah, we're going to show you that video again. A woman was seen on surveillance camera spraying gasoline in the parking lot.
A 17-year-old says that he got hit with it. That woman is now charged with assault. Our Dave Faraday is live at that store near Statesville. You say the teen and investigators both say they're not sure what set the woman off.
Yes, Scott, that was one of the first questions I asked investigators. The motive behind all of it.
They're random, Miss Keisha. They don't go out to anybody select. They go out to random people that have been here for a little while or whatever. I'll tell you that because I did some homework on it. Those memberships, they're random. We can't judge who they go to. We can't. It just goes like that.
As they were telling me tonight, they do not know. The teenager told me earlier that they were at the gas station in a pickup truck with the window down when they got hit with the gasoline. Evan Waters showed us this video. He and a friend were inside his pickup truck a couple weeks ago when you can see a woman grab a gas nozzle from another truck and come up to his driver's side window and begin spraying them and the truck with gasoline.
A woman comes up, starts confronting us, and then takes some random person's gas pump, starts spraying the truck and me and my friend with gas, and we don't know what to do.
The owners of Sharon Express say someone at the pumps cut off the gasoline.
Let's get those likes up.
Took off in her car. Tonight, she is charged with misdemeanor assault with a deadly weapon and damage to property. Mike Patel owns the store on Island Ford Road and couldn't believe what happened.
It's very dangerous, yeah. And Cincinnati is like crazy.
Sheriff deputies in Alexander County say Hatcher was also arrested for breaking into this home near Stony Point. Her former roommate spoke with us about her erratic behavior after drinking.
You never know what's going to transpire, what she's going
Somebody said she must be rich wasting gas like that.
to say, or what she's even going to do. She's a wild card.
Evan Waters says after being sprayed with gasoline, he and a friend made sure to get a tag number. Evan is a junior firefighter in Hidden Night and knows how dangerous gasoline can be.
He's a junior firefighter. You see how much of a crumb bum she was? She didn't even know who she was doing this to.
It's like super dangerous. Any spark, anything could have ignited it and just, made everything a lot worse.
Come on, you guys. We got to get this story out and all of our stories like that because you know what's coming up next. I'm not even going to play with you. The health and wellness section. We got 250 people in here. There should be 250 likes. Also, the Cash App. If you like the show, we don't mess around with them because if you send us 5 on it, they're going to take 2. If you send us 10, they're going to take 3. That's how it gets down over here. So yes, we've been shifting everybody over to Cash App because they can't get to us over there. So it's $, the name Boogotti, BOOGOTTI, cash. Very simple. Thank you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's close up with this and get into the health and wellness section.
And deputies told me this afternoon, because of that surveillance video and the description of the car, they were able to identify Hatcher as the suspect in this case.
Good.
But then, though, she was already locked up in Alexander County over in Taylorsville because of the break-in over in Stony Point. Reporting live from Iredell County, I'm Dave Verity, Channel 9 Eyewitness News. All right.
That motherfucker, they're crazy, huh? My God. Hope she ain't got no kids, no offspring. She the type of woman that'd be like, you don't need to have no kids, baby, because if they gonna come out cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs the way that you are, we don't need no more of those. Lord have mercy. What the hell is wrong with her? She went crazy. Whoop, whoop, health and wellness time. There we go. Y'all ready to get this in? Because y'all know this is one of my favorite episodes, one of my favorite segments right here, one of my favorite parts. I'm not even going to play with it. We're going to get right into animation like we normally do. Animation like we normally do. Because we've been going through parts of the body and what foods are good for parts of the body. We done did the pancreas. We even did hair. We done did hair. We went to hair follicles. We went and did the joints yesterday. You guys got to remember where we went now. We did the kidneys. So now what are we going to do today? Let's get on over to that liver. I need to know, you guys. Do you guys have any idea what's good for the liver? That's right, you guys. What foods are good for your liver? If you know any liquids, tell me that too. Anybody got any idea right there? Let's get into it. It's time for the health and wellness section with our bottom line. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Where you at, Liberty? You ready to go? I see Collectives in the building as well. We got Kendra here too. Angels among us. Where Winter Rising at? Where's Sam at? Let's go. It's the health and wellness section, you guys. I got a question. Lemon juice, lemon water. What else you guys got? Beef liver? You're saying that that's good for the liver, to have a healthy liver? Okay. What else you guys got for me? What do you think is good to have a healthy liver or to support a healthy liver? Cranberries, that sounds like a good shot, but no. Flax oil, that was a good shot, no. CJ the Cat, what you got for us, huh? What you got for us over there? I see you putting memes up. Walter, what's that? Walnut and fatty fish. Maybe, but no. Let's keep going. Spinach. Dun, 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 dun. Amber's got it, and that's one. That's one right there, and Amber, you got one of them. That's spinach. That's right. Beets. Ooh, do we got beets over there? Oh, are you sure you don't want to say beetroots, Hensley? If you say beetroots, you got it. You got it if you say beetroots. Let's keep on going. Yeah, you guys are close. So without any further ado, we're not even going to play around with you. What we like to do over here first, we play a little bit of the animations and get into that and really give us an idea of what we need to be eating. And then we roll into the health and wellness section. So without any further ado, let's get into our first animation today. This is, of course, like I said, help, I'm getting too fat. Please feed me 5 of these foods. Again, help, I'm getting too fat. Please feed me 5 of these foods. 5 simple foods that may support a healthier liver. Let's go. Black coffee. That's right, you guys. And spinach was one of them. Let's go. and that reduces the liver and fat accumulation. Black coffee, it also protects the it's good for reduces the liver and fat accumulation. Next we got coming in spinach. That's your spinach right there. The spinach, it protects your liver cells from oxidative damage. That's right, spinach. And we've been seeing a lot of spinach step in here. Whoever's drinking their coffee this morning without all of that extra stuff in it, you guys already are in front of the punch. Black coffee, maybe with some monk fruit sugar. You guys are killing it right now. And whoever said lemons, that's right. It improves the fat metabolism. What's the next one, you guys? Come on, you guys got it. Come on, you can figure these out. That's right. You guys see that right there. It improves the fat metabolism, Kendra. That's right. Black coffee. There you go. Turmeric. And what does turmeric do? It reduces liver inflammation, fatty liver, liver inflammation. Common sense, turmeric. Beetroot. So you guys were right with the beetroot. Beetroots, that's right. And that supports the liver and detox enzymes. It creates detoxifying enzymes in your body, which basically help you. I feel so much lighter now. Thanks for feeding me right. We're going to get a quick rundown real quick of the 5 simple foods that may support a healthier liver. What did we say? We said black coffee that reduces the liver. That reduces the liver inflammation. We got spinach that protects the liver cells from oxidative damage. We've got lemon that improves the fat metabolism. Turmeric, what was the one that reduces the inflammation, which is one of my arch enemies, personal enemy of mine, inflammation. We got beef. Let's keep on going, you guys. What else? Beetroot, it supports the liver and it creates those detoxifying enzymes. So you guys, we got that out of you today, and we went in and we let you guys know what's good for the liver. Now, it's Friday. You know, we shouldn't always go so hard on things and always want things the hard way. We should want to hang out. Some people want to have a drink today. Some people might want to eat special foods over the weekend. Some people might want to have a snack. There might be somebody out here that wants some chocolate. That's right, you guys, chocolate. I need to know. I got to find out from you as well. I've already asked you about the good stuff. Let's see if we can get into some chocolate. Believe it or not, all chocolates are not bad. I got a question for you guys. What is your favorite chocolate? Whether it's a chocolate bar, whether it's dark chocolate, whether it's Dove. What is your favorite chocolate, you guys? Let me know. I've been eating this one that I've been picking up in the supermarket. It's been about, I would say, 75 to 80% just dark chocolate. No more with the milk chocolates too much, but dark chocolate, 75 to 80%, I've been picking that up. And you know what I've been doing to get my sugar? I've been cheating. I'll take a bite of a strawberry and take a bite of the brick of the chocolate. Tastes actually really good doing it that way. Okay, you guys, what else we got? Ghirardelli, #1. Dove, okay. Grand Rising, white chocolate, be careful. Bessinger's dark chocolate, be careful. Cacao, I don't know what that is. Hershey, very well known name, very well known name. Chocolate, good for the skin, exactly. Bessinger's. I know dark chocolate is good for me, but I love Cadbury milk chocolate. Cadbury, whoa, remember Cadbury? Remember the eggs? Buck, 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 buck. Only sweet I ever eat is chocolate. What type of chocolate? Angels, let me know. Dark chocolate with crystal ginger. Now, I like that, crystallized ginger. Ever since you covered chocolate companies, I stopped eating chocolate. Karen Burns has been paying attention. You like that combination, right? With that 75% with a bite of that strawberry. Go for it. You're gonna love it. Hey, Karen, do it, please. Don't shut it down. At the supermarket, you're gonna find some chocolates that are like 75 to 80%. And you're going to pick that up. It's dark chocolate. Eat it with some strawberries. Get back into the chocolate fam. Don't get away from it. It's good for inflammation. Trust me. We've got Dove. We've got Nestle. Cacao is the best. No, it's not. Ha ha. Those cream eggs are still my #1. Colessive, I seen you do the sit stand. Do me a favor. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Please stop eating the cream eggs after this. Okay, let's keep on going. Caramel chocolate Ghirardelli. You went too far, Angels. Get away from the caramel because that's when the other additives come in. Ghirardelli dark chocolate, Miss Swanza. Boom. Dark chocolate is 100. There you go, Mary Tanner. Those Brookstone dark chocolates, pomegranate bites are good. Got to get with you on that. Okay, it's time to do it, you guys. Let's do it. Chocolate brands to skip and 3 that are actually real cocoa. You guys, I got to let you know, Nestle is going to be like the #1 in false and fakes. Just to let you know, it's not even real cocoa. They're using vegetable oil and they're coloring it. They're putting all sorts of byproducts inside of Nestle. Also, you guys got to look out for when it comes down to all of these other brands like the cream eggs and things like that. It's all fake. It's not even real. And white chocolate, it's nothing but cream, a slurry that's made up mixed with, are you ready for this? Vanilla flavoring. There is no chocolate in white chocolate. Where are you getting the cocoa from? Talk to me about this, you guys. It's a marketing thing. Symphony has been really good at it. They've been good at marketing it to us. It's not our fault that we have these taste buds now and we're used to these things. I'm trying to get us on an area that we can see and know the difference. Because I think that after a while, you're just going to be like a couple of other people and say, you know what? I'm going to stay away from that and you'll benefit from it. So we got to go. Remember, when chocolate was a short list, you could just read off of chocolate, whatever, cocoa, and that's it. But now it used to be just butter and sugar, but maybe a little milk. Those days are slipping. While you've been grabbing the Whitmeyers and all of the Russell Stovers and all of that, guys, I gotta let you know, most of that stuff, it's not even chocolate. And guess what? We're gonna get into it right now. The #1 is the one that you thought was #1. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. I'm not gonna steer you wrong, and once I learn something, I'm gonna share it with you. Let's go. This is coming in today. 6 chocolate brands to skip and 3 that are actually real cocoa. Don't waste your money on the fake stuff because if it's fake, it's got other things in it that's covering up. The slurries with the food coloring. You guys are going to be angry when you find out how much vegetable oil are in these candies. And you're going to change after this, I hope, because if you can get away from that, you get away from the inflammation. Let's get it, you guys. Let's go. And again, this is coming in from Tasted and Tested. We've already joined here. This is 6 chocolate brands to skip and 3 that are actually real cocoa. Let's go. Let's get into it.
Got a chemistry degree, cocoa butter, sugar, maybe a little milk. Those days are slipping away. While you've been grabbing whatever's by the register, a lot of what gets marketed as chocolate has quietly stopped being chocolate. Vegetable oil standing in for cocoa butter. Chocolatey coatings that legally can't use the word chocolate. Sour engineered milk bars built for shelf life instead of flavor.
Start reading your chocolate now. See if you're saying chocolatey, chocolate-like, because they can't do it legally. Be careful, you guys. There's a lot of fake chocolate out here.
Behind some of the biggest names, supply chains nobody wants you looking at too closely. Here's the thing, you're paying real money for products that range from technically legal, but barely chocolate, to candy wearing a cocoa costume. So let's talk about the 6 chocolate brands you should skip and the 3 that are actually real cocoa, because life's too short to bite into a foil wrapped bunny and taste crayon. Smash that subscribe.
Did you hear what he said? Life is too short to bite into a foil wrapped bunny and taste like crayon. Have you guys been noticing that about all of our candies now? They taste like wax. And if you're older, you know the difference. The younger kids now don't. They don't know how bad that candy actually tastes. You remember what a cherry clan used to taste like? Or an atomic cherry ball used to taste like? Or Swedish fish, the real Swedish fish. Do you guys remember those tastes right there? They don't taste like that no more. It's all wax with fake flavor. That's what it is. And be careful because the wax is the problem. Let's go.
Because we're about to save you from a whole lot of fake cocoa. Skip #1, Hershey's. Let's start with the giant whose name basically means chocolate in America, Hershey's. And that's exactly the problem. Here's the thing about that famous Hershey's flavor. It comes partly from a process called controlled lipolysis, which produces butyric acid in the milk. That's the same compound found in Parmesan and less appetizingly in spit up. It's why so many people outside the United States describe American chocolate as tangy, sour, or worse. You grew up on it, so it tastes like home. Step back and it tastes like science. And get this, to hold costs down and keep the texture smooth, Hershey leans on emulsifiers like soy lecithin and PGPR, a castor bean derivative that lets the company use less of the expensive cocoa butter. You're getting a lot of sugar, a modest amount of extra cocoa, and a supporting cast of additives. Then there's the baggage. Consumer Reports flagged Hershey's Special Dark for lead, well above California's strict benchmark.
That's right. Hershey's got a higher count for lead when it comes down to areas like California. So be careful of the lead content. Who the hell want to eat a bunch of lead?
And the company has faced lawsuits over heavy metals and separately over its cocoa sourcing. It's technically real chocolate, engineered down to a price point, with a flavor only nostalgia could love. The skip number 2, R.M. Palmer. Next up is the brand you...
I'm so sorry, you guys, but here come your eggs. Here come your eggs, your bunnies, and everything. We're not pulling no punches over here. And Russell Stovers is coming up next, too.
Definitely eaten without ever knowing its name. R.M. Palmer, the company behind those cheap, hollow, foil-wrapped Easter bunnies and holiday Santas.
You always see that word Palmer, but you never pay attention to it, do you? That's what we're talking about right here. Palmers. They also make those marshmallows, too. Watch out for these companies, because if they have these byproducts and certain type of chemicals in these sort of products, what else do they have in those other Easter bunnies and marshmallows too? It's not made for the consumption. It's made for shelf life and profit.
But here's where it gets tricky. Flip one of those over and read the label, and you'll often find the word chocolatey or chocolate flavored.
That's right, because legally you can't call it chocolate.
Greater than chocolate. That's not a marketing quirk, it's the law. Under the FDA's rules, you can only call something chocolate if it contains cocoa butter. Swap in vegetable oil, usually palm kernel or coconut, and you've made what the industry calls compound coating. That's why these things have that waxy, greasy mouthfeel that coats your tongue and never quite melts the way real chocolate does.
Remember how chocolate used to melt in your mouth but not in your hand? Remember that? Now it tastes like you're licking on like a candle with some flavor on it. And yes, you guys, I know that you were wondering, but yes, your other buddy is next, Nestle.
The cocoa butter that gives chocolate its silky snap has been traded out for cheaper fat that stays solid on a warm shelf. At a couple dollars for a hollow novelty, the price is the whole point.
It's about staying together on a shelf, even though they're trying to make sure that, yeah, the AC might be popping, but we need to make sure that this bar stay together. It's about the shelf life.
The most telling part is that the company can't legally call its product chocolate, so it settled for a word that rhymes with it. Skip number 3, Nestle White Morsels. Our third skip lives in your baking aisle and fools people every single holiday season. White baking chips, with Nestle's White Morsels as the usual suspect.
How?
Here's the kicker. Real white chocolate has to contain cocoa butter. That's the ingredient that makes it chocolate at all, since white chocolate has no cocoa solids to begin with. But a lot of white baking chips, including some of the biggest sellers, skip cocoa butter entirely and use palm kernel or other vegetable oils instead. Look closely and you'll notice they're labeled white morsels or white baking chips, not white chocolate. That wording is doing a lot of white work. What makes this particularly sneaky is that they sit right next to the real chocolate chips.
They sit next to the real chocolate, the symphony and all of that, and you pay the same price for it, even though it's not chocolate. Are you guys okay with that? You're paying money for these slurries and these fake these fake things, and they're not even chocolate. They might as well just call it candy, but they put it next to the chocolate to make you think it is.
In nearly identical packaging, often for the same price. You think you're buying white chocolate. You're buying sweetened vegetable oil with vanilla flavor. If the bag won't say the
sweetened vegetable oil with vanilla flavoring. Y'all thought I was playing about this? No, I was serious when I said that.
Is that they sit right next to the real chocolate chips in nearly identical packaging, often for the same price.
And how come the ice cream is so light? Light. How come ice cream is so light? Go pick up some ice cream now. How come a pint is just, it might be a pint, but why is it so light? There's nothing there. It's like no density. Why is it so light like that? Yeah.
You think you're buying white chocolate. You're buying sweetened vegetable oil with vanilla flavor. If the bag won't say the words white chocolate, believe it. Your cookies deserve better than a cocoa-free imposter. Skip number 4, Mars and Dove.
Mars.
Skip is a chocolate.
That's right, you guys. Mars and Dove bars. I knew you guys, I saw a couple of you guys say Mars. So another person say Dove. it ain't your fault. I'm not gonna beat you up, because beating you up and talking bad about you will make you want to say whatever, Bugatti, da 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 da, right? I'd rather love you like the brother or sister or the family, like, yo, bro, you're trying to get over on us. Check this out. And let you get some fat on your brain to learn about what's going on over here so that we can get around this. Because we got a couple that's going to be good for us. And trust me, what we should do is some taste tests and see the difference between the fake chocolate and the real chocolate. I bet you we start spitting that stuff out, right?
Empire you know by a dozen names. Mars, the company behind Dove, M&M's, Snickers, and Milky Way. The chocolate itself is real enough. The problem is where the cocoa comes from and how little the company seems able to tell you. Mars has acknowledged it can trace only a fraction of the cocoa it buys all the way back to the farm. By one widely reported figure, that number was around 24%, meaning the rest disappears into an untraceable supply chain. Here's why that matters. West African cocoa, which feeds most of the industry, has been dogged for decades by documented child labor. In 2021, former child laborers brought a lawsuit naming Mars alongside Hershey, Nestle, and others.
The child labor, that's right. They're getting the cocoa leaves from places that they're using children to actually work.
The companies denied wrongdoing, and the courts ultimately dismissed the case. But the underlying sourcing problems never.
Why did they dismiss the case? Because cocoa is one of the biggest earners in the world. Don't sleep. Chocolate owners and chocolate people, don't sleep. They are zillionaires. They got some money with them.
Went away. What makes this particularly frustrating is that these are some of the richest food companies on earth. When a brand can't tell you where most of its main ingredient comes from, that silence is part of the product. Skip number 5, Cadbury.
Nobody said Cadbury. You guys remember? Bark, bark, bark. Y'all remember Cadbury, right? Y'all remember it used to be one of the best chocolates, right? Over in the UK, it is. But over here, because of the FDA and what they can feed us, it's not. So they got 2 different formulas. How many of you guys heard me? 2 different formulas. So if you get the same packaging, that same purple package and everything, but it's not the same ingredients. Let's go.
American version. Our 5th skip is a heartbreaker for anyone who's traveled. Cadbury, or more precisely, the American version of it. Here's the thing most people don't realize. In the United States, you're not eating British Cadbury. Hershey holds the rights to make and sell Cadbury here, and it uses its own recipe. So that dairy milk bar you remember from a trip to London is not the bar you'll find at an American checkout. They share a name and a purple wrapper and not much else. And get this, back in 2015, an agreement actually blocked imported British Cadbury from being sold in the States to protect the Hershey-made version. Fans were furious because...
So they can't import that type over here because they're saying that the American version, people probably won't buy it. So they stopped letting them send that version in, and they only make the American version, you guys. But if you go there, you'll really be able to taste what a real Cadbury tastes like.
The American formula leans on the same emulsifiers and processing that give domestic chocolate its sweeter, slightly off taste. So you're paying for the prestige of a British brand and getting an American stand-in in disguise. The most cynical part is that the wrapper looks identical, which is exactly the point. If this is already saving you from a bad purchase, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. Skip number 6, Russell Stover, sugar-free. Our last skip.
Russell Stover. This candy right here, I used to work in a Hallmark store. This candy can survive, man. I mean it. I'm talking about this candy can survive to the point where the people in it don't even care. It be all hard and they be chewing it all hard. You know, it comes in those little displays when you got to go to the hospital to give somebody a get well, or you want to give somebody a quick gift. You grab a little Russell Stovers and you get a card and some balloons or whatever like that. That candy will stay alive in the card store, and that's why they make it. The CVS's and all of that. It's not made for you guys as a good food. It's a product. It's made for shelf life.
Skip is the one that promises you can have your chocolate and skip the guilt. Sugar-free chocolate, with Russell Stover's sugar-free line as a classic example. Here's the catch in what he puts on the front of the box. To ditch the sugar, these products lean on sugar alcohols, usually maltitol. And maltitol is notorious. Your body can't fully absorb it, so it ferments in your gut, which can mean bloating, cramping, gas, and a bathroom situation that has launched 1,000 brutally honest online reviews. What makes this particularly ironic is that you're often not saving much in the end. Maltitol still carries about half the calories of sugar, and it still raises blood sugar, only less than the real thing. So the so-called guilt-free treat can leave you uncomfortable and only marginally better off. There's nothing wrong with eating less sugar, but sugar-free chocolate often trades a small win for a miserable afternoon. Real chocolate in a smaller portion is usually the smarter call. Worth it. Number 3.
You ready, guys? We got to get into the good stuff. We don't only talk about the bad around here. We talk about the good. Notice why this one is a little more expensive. Check this out, you guys. You said it already. Ghirardelli. Let's go.
3. Ghirardelli. Now for the brands that are actually real cocoa, starting at number 3. Ghirardelli, the San Francisco name you can grab at any grocery store. Here's what Ghirardelli gets right, or Hershey doesn't. It uses real cocoa butter, no vegetable oil stand-ins, and its higher cacao squares actually taste like chocolate instead of...
And you can trace where the chocolate comes from.
...sweetened wax. The intense dark line gives you stated cacao percentages, so you know what you're getting, and the texture...
Yes, you did, Brian. Brian said this.
Ghirardelli is owned by Lindt now. It's still mass-produced, and its sourcing transparency isn't on the level of the small bean-to-bar crowd. It's chocolate for everyday eating, not a farm-traceable artisan bar. But for something you can buy tonight at a fair price, that's unmistakably real chocolate.
It's not over, you guys. This is number 3. Imagine what number 1 is, but we got to keep on going. Let's go.
Ghirardelli clears the bar that most supermarket brands trip right over. It's the easy upgrade hiding in plain sight on the same shelf as the imposters. And if you're finding this ranking useful, hit the like button. It really helps the channel cut through the noise.
It actually does. It really helps our channel cut through the noise too. And if you're liking the content, if you have not already, let's go ahead and double tap that screen. Again, our Cash App, $ BOOGOTTI cash. We appreciate all donations. Also, what's going to be number 2, you guys? I think somebody forgot to say it. Anybody know about Lindt? LYNDT? Lindt? That's right. That's right. Let's keep on going.
Worth it, number 2. Lindt. And number 2, we step up to the brand that made real cocoa butter feel affordable. Lindt. Here's what sets it apart. Lindt's Excellence line is built on genuine cocoa butter and clearly labeled cacao percentages.
What I like about it is that means that those commercials are real. Those artisans, those guys making the chocolate, yeah.
From a mild 70% up to a bracing 90. The texture is the giveaway. That smooth, clean melt comes from cocoa butter doing its job, not palm oil faking it. And Lindt has committed to full traceability of its cocoa beans, which puts it ahead of most brands its size. What makes this particularly satisfying is the range. You can walk into a drugstore and walk out with chocolate that a few decades ago you'd have needed a specialty shop to find. The honest caveat, ethical raters still ding Lindt on the depth of its human rights due diligence. And like nearly every dark chocolate on the market, some of its bars turned up in heavy metal testing. It's very good, not flawless. Real cocoa butter, real cacao percentages, available almost everywhere at a price that doesn't punish you.
Okay, you guys, we getting there. Because what do you guys think number 1 is? I guarantee you won't figure it out. I didn't even think of it. Who knew about Tom's? Really? Let's get into it.
Worth it. Number 1, Tony's.
I'm sorry. Tony's. Tony's chocolate.
And the number 1 pick that's actually real cocoa goes to the brand that put its whole mission on the wrapper. Tony's Chocolate. Here's why it takes the top spot. Tony's is real chocolate made with genuine cocoa butter, and it's also the most transparent, large chocolate company you can buy.
Okay.
In the 2025 chocolate scorecard from the Watchdog Group, Be Slavery Free, Tony's came out on top with a score of 91%.
Okay.
Ranking near the top in every category, from traceability to fighting child and forced labor.
Okay.
Those deliberately uneven chunks on the bar, they're a statement about the inequality baked into the cocoa trade. And get this, while Mars can trace a fraction of its cocoa, Tony's builds its entire model around knowing exactly where its beans come from and paying farmers a real premium above the market rate. The honest caveat, it's sweet, sugar-forward chocolate, not a high cacao purist bar. It's made through a large manufacturer, and it costs more than a drugstore impulse buy, where you're getting real cocoa and a clear conscience in the same wrapper. When the chocolate is this real and the sourcing is this honest, paying a little extra stops feeling like a splurge. So here's what the chocolate aisle...
I like to taste the best, right? I'd like to taste the best. Why not try Tony's? Anybody here ever tried Tony's before? Let me know if you've ever tried Tony's. Never heard of this before. That's crazy, y'all, right?
What it comes down to. It's a contest between products engineered to look like chocolate and products that
look good, right?
And the difference is usually hidden in the fine print. On the skip side, you've got Hershey's engineered tang, Palmer's vegetable oil bunnies, Nestle's cocoa-free white morsels, Mars and its untraceable supply chain, Cadbury's American stand-in, and sugar-free bars that punish you for the privilege. On the real cocoa side, Ghirardelli, Lindt, and Tony's Chocolate Only.
Hey, anybody go over to the UK or London? Try to snag some Cadbury's for us. See if they don't catch it inside your luggage, and let's see if you can share it with some of us over here. If anybody's going to the UK, if anybody got the time, go ahead and grab some Cadbury's and bring them over in your luggage. We want to see what those taste like.
All share one thing: cocoa butter, not a substitute. Here's the final piece of wisdom, and it's free. Turn the package over and read two things. First, does it actually say chocolate, or does it dodge with chocolatey? Second, is cocoa butter in the ingredients, or has vegetable oil taken its place? Those two checks sort the real from the fake in about 5 seconds. One fair note before you swear off dark chocolate forever. Heavy metals like lead and cadmium turned up across nearly all dark chocolate in testing.
It's true, you can't get around the lead, so you can't get mad at the lead. It's there.
Premium brands included because it's a soil and sourcing issue, not a single villain.
Right.
That's a reason for moderation, not panic.
Yeah, it's a soil and sourcing issue. It has nothing to do with the chocolate itself. It's the soil in that area.
Your chocolate choices say a lot about whether you read the label or trust the wrapper. Choose the real thing. Hit subscribe if this changed how you'll shop for chocolate, and drop a comment telling us which rankings you think we have.
Yeah, go ahead and do the same thing over here. Even though we subbing it through, you guys, we doing an alley-oop and making sure that you guys get it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And what are you waiting for when it comes down to becoming a member? Come on now, you see we #1 over here when it comes down to our news, our views, trending topics, current events, and one of our favorite sections, what? The health and wellness section. Now this was what? 6 chocolate brands to skip and 3 that are actually real chocolate. Tony's, Lindt, Ghirardelli. That's right, you guys. Be careful. 6 chocolate brands to skip and 3 that are actually real cocoa. It's called Tasted and Tested. That's the channel. And we're already there as far as the subscribe. We just have not joined. We've already subscribed. You see this bell right there? You hit that bell and you press all. And then you go up under me right here. You see that subscribe down there? Where it's right there, all black, hit that subscribe, get that bell, and press all. And we're going to keep on moving forward, you guys. This was 6 chocolate brands to skip and 3 that are actually real cocoa. Tasted and tested. You guys, don't forget, we have a Discord. All of our videos and our health and wellness videos, we put them right in the Discord so that you can go right there and see them yourself. I was watching this video on Boogotti yesterday, and do I got to watch the whole Our Bottom Line? No, you don't. You can go to Our Bottom Line Discord, go right to that section and play all of the health and wellness videos back to back in order as we've been premiering them. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen. And if you appreciate the content that you're getting, go ahead and let everybody know by sharing too. Go ahead and share with everybody. Copy, go ahead and put it on your Facebook. Let everybody know about our show. Guess what, you guys? Let's get on over and see. You guys see her right there, right? That's Gracie. Remember Gracie got out of her cage and went miles away, and they were wondering, where the hell is this giraffe at? They were looking for that giraffe right there. So guess what? They finally got the canards, and they get themselves together, put together a whole bunch of vets. That's right, veterinarians, and they went and got Gracie, you guys. That's right. How authorities brought Gracie, the giraffe, back home. Remember Gracie got away?
That Gracie the giraffe is finally home after her now viral jailbreak from Cedar Hollow Ranch. And tonight we're learning.
Over here, we say her home is Africa though, right? But y'all can, yeah, go ahead.
The search to find her wasn't nearly as complicated as what it took to get her home.
Adam Bennett spoke with the giraffe's veterinarian, who says it took a whole team to get Gracie back to the ranch.
It's my first missing giraffe case.
Sheriff Nathan Johnson and others in Rial County spent nearly 2 weeks searching low and high.
Hired helicopters, they've flown with drones.
For Gracie the giraffe after her escape from Cedar Hollow Ranch near Lakey.
It found a way outside of the high game fence.
Then Friday, an aerial search spotted the 16-foot-tall animal 4 miles west. Dr. Pat O'Neill, who owns Pedernales Veterinary Center in Fredericksburg, led the team that brought her back.
We got her safe and sound. Home back home.
Dr. O'Neill says they found Gracie around 6:30 Monday morning in the same rough, remote spot as before. Healthy and with plenty of food and water.
Out of the helicopter, she remotely darted. It takes about 3 minutes for the medicine to take effect.
So they darted her out of the helicopter. It takes 3 minutes for her to take effect. They made sure it was an area that she couldn't hurt herself when she came down.
Then she falls down and she fell gently in a safe, good spot. Then we put a blindfold and a halter.
And yes,
and
he does look like Jeff Bridges. Good call.
like ropes on her to be able to control her because then we reverse her and she's wide awake. Of course, she doesn't know where she's at, and we have to guide her with about 8 people to keep her under control.
Dr. O'Neill says they got Gracie into a trailer in less than 10 minutes.
We did good, and again, a lot of prayers and a lot of good luck.
The move took several hours from 4 to 11 this morning, and the vet says while he's done giraffe transfers before, this was the most exciting one he's done in 43 years.
Welcome back.
What's cool is she's vegan, so she was good eating trees and all of that. So it ain't like she needed something to eat. Probably found some water out there. Gracie was like, "Shit, I'm going back to Africa. I know how to get home." Gracie was like, "Oh yeah, y'all want to come grab me and my family? I'm going back to Africa. You won't be cutting off my foot because I'm a giraffe." Double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys. I'm glad that they were actually be able to get her back. She's a beautiful animal. That's right, you guys. We love the animals over here. We love dogs, cats, snakes, bears, whatever it is. We love them. And check this out, you guys. I don't know how you guys feel about this. You know what a fawn is? It took me a little while to learn what a fawn is. But of course, anybody that knows Disney, anybody knows anybody knows different shows, you know what a fawn is, right? Bambi, when she was a baby. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? A fawn, a baby deer. Exactly. Come on over here, check this out. When a fawn fell inside of a backyard pool and a man had to jump inside to rescue, you should see the mom of the fawn run over like, "What you doing with my baby?" Very scary situation right there, but luckily we have people like us that love animals and what? Jumped inside the water to save the little fawn. Check this out, you guys, check this out. Now a man jumps inside of the pool to rescue a baby fawn.
Oh, I was freaked out.
Here you go.
Now she wasn't able to get out on her own.
Oh, he's a little teeny tiny too.
Now the mom and sister were anxiously watching, of course. Once the baby started yelling, the mother ran over there. You saw that, right?
It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Here you go, mama. Look like I said, get the dogs in you. Here you go. Here you go. Go. Here you go. Look like I said, get the dogs in you. Here you go. Here you go.
All thanks to this man. That's right, you guys. Just like the dodo, we love animals. That's how we do it around here. That was your July the 3rd episode of Our Bottom Line. And if you guys are trying to promote and get your business out there and get on Our Bottom Line in the promo section, all you got to do is make sure that you get your promos a 1080 by 1080 size frame and send them on over to us. That's right. We're going to help you guys promote. Send them over to us in a 1080 by 1080 size frame. We'll put them in the post notification area. Where are you going to send them to? bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That is bridge, like the Brooklyn Bridge, thisllc@gmail.com. And yes, you guys, we have fortified and we're getting back in tune. I'm so happy that we're going to be doing the what? The Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search that we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And one person from on here, you guys can come and be a part of the show. And if you win, boom, $250 is what you're going to get. After we get all 5, 6 winners together, we're going to put everybody together for one location, for one competition, and one person will be able to win $1,000 and a record deal with Big Drip Records, you guys. That's right. Also, go on over and support Big Drip Hard Punch. They're the ones that's going to be sponsoring the show. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC. I will be one of the judges. Let me get that right. I'll be one of the judges as well as the host, and along with my DJ Don Dada. Black Ink Crew formerly. That's right, she's a DJ now. We always turn up in restaurants, clubs, bars, liquor stores. You guys are going to be seeing us moving around. Once this weather breaks, you guys are going to see us because it's hot out there. We got locations lined up in all 5 boroughs, as well as a couple of different events we're going to be having coming up. So I hope you guys like comedy, you like music, because we're going to be doing that as well. And we're going to be letting you guys know where we're going to be at. All you got to do is go over to the website. That's right, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's the 14% alcohol I told you about earlier. Great raspberry blend with the lemon. That's right, you guys, 12 ounces. Going over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Put a photo in the Discord to let us know that you had just sipped and let me know what you think. Also, you guys, y'all know what I'm about to do right now, right? Because we can't get out of here the day before that July the 4th, the day before the 250th, without our prayers. We got to get our prayers in the airs for every single person that's here. Want to pray for everybody here for happiness. I want to pray for love. I want to pray for thankfulness. I want to pray for good health. I want to pray for cool it now. You guys stay cool out there. That's right. Stay cool and stay healthy. I want to pray for family. I want to pray for love. I want to pray for you as well as your animals. Who we praying for this morning? Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. We're praying for Winter Rising. Can't forget about Miss Swanza and Batty Lynn. What about Rebecca Lanyan Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan? Can't forget about Miss Swanza and Colessive, Batty Lynn as well. Thank you so much for all the audio checks and glare up there. The glare up there. How you doing, angels among us? El Jaderon. King Fire, Miss Swanza, Colessive, thank you so much, Mary Tanner. Who's that? Lori Lou, got a glove over there, Lori Lou. David Brown, who's that? Who else we got in there? Kendra Walker, thank you so much for coming in and chiming in today with G-Man and Miss Keisha. Also Miss Juicy, that's right, Miss Juicy too. I ain't forget you. Who else we got to get shout outs for? Miss Terry, can't forget about Winter Rising, Jeffrey Spilker, can't forget about Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman, can't forget about Winter Rising. Luigi also got to show love to Colessive, and can't forget about let's see, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy. How you doing over there today as well? Rebecca Lanyan, Bueno, Brian King Falcone. Got to make sure that we get Winter Rising in there as well as Teddy Marcel. Teddy Marcel in the building this morning. Good morning, my brother. God bless you. Michael as well. Hopefully you guys are going to have a fantastic weekend today and enjoy your 4th. Make sure you're being very careful out there, VG and Mary Tanner as well. Kendra Walker, Flavor, X Talks, Colessive, Miss Swanza, and King Fire. Amen. And you can't forget about me. Can't forget about praying for me too. Boogotti NYC. Amen. That's right, you guys. It's the 3rd. Tomorrow is the 4th, but today is Friday. Boom, boom. Just got paid. Boom, boom. Friday night. Don't know if you guys got to go to work. If you're starting off your vacation for the weekend, whatever you're doing, you guys be safe out there. That's right. The red, white, and blue. 250 years. You guys give it up. Salute to our nation. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic show. I'm hoping that you guys got a lot out of the health and wellness section as well today. You know what's going on with that chocolate and what to do with it, and also the benefits of it as well. Also, you guys make sure that you're taking the right types of foods into your body to help out that liver. Make sure you're getting that coffee. Make sure you get that turmeric in there. Take care of yourself so we can see you tomorrow, and make sure that your family knows about us as well. Share, subscribe, like. Also, it's gonna be your last chance right here to double tap that screen to get those likes up. And if you want to, go ahead and subscribe. That's free too. You guys know how we do it over here every single day. And we'll be right back here tomorrow, July the 4th. That's right. We're going to be here 6 o'clock in the morning to do it all over again on Independence Day, our birthday of our nation. We're going to be right back here for more trending topics, current events, and health and wellness section. You guys, I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow, 6 o'clock, right here on Our Bottom Line. And you know what I'm about to say, right? Join the Discord. Got you with that one, right? If you don't want this to end when it comes down to the comment section, go on over and join the Our Bottom Line on Discord. We'll love to have you over there as well. And what am I about to say right now? Y'all, let's wrap this up. Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on the 3rd of July, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow on the 4th, see you guys in the morning. Get 'em. Peace.